side. Nicely done. Bulldogs out here for G2, making sure they can put down EG no matter what the buy could be.
Yeah. Similar to that second round, BB door also broken
All right.
instantly for Jogimo.
Mic check.
Rotates on their side, and quite interesting enough, a lot of util being thrown from EG side like that. Sacrifice your
Mic
life
check.
by the orb. And also making sure that it's not going to be potentially like Icy trying to pick it up.
Did he get it? 2 for nature?
Yeah, at least that helps him on his side too for Viper to get 2 orbs right away for an early pick.
A little rubble control here for EG, and G2 should be able to suss this out pretty easily. Superman, I think, heard a quick footstep there. He starts to back up and get into position near door. So re-clear here on A. G2 is just trying to not make any mistakes, keep every weapon in, get all the ult orbs on their side if they can. It looks like it's going to end up being an A hit here if they don't actually decide to get this baby door double kill.
All right, mic check.
When you look here towards the A side, the orb was also denied of that end here by Superman.
Mic check.
And there's Icy looking to farm a bit, but gets denied. But once again, both Superman and Derek working in together from Baby Door to get the kill with the classic. Pain Shell doesn't do too much damage, and we have a safe plant for G2, and even safer positioning on the pulse plant until this lurk from Leaf also gets stopped by Epoth, who gets a Stinger upgrade.
2 of them now.
All right, I
This
think we're
could
good
be
now.
Problems if they get those stingers together.
And they're all around this A site. Yes, Jogimo is there alone on the top of heaven, but he's only got a classic, so he gives a chance now to create the space for these two to come back towards tree. Nice ADSing by Valorant to get those picks, even a third in the round. And Trent will finalize the last one.
All right, so G2 get both pistol rounds.
Converted into a dub for G2, but
That's
all
pretty
armor
big.
Damage, 3 players lost in the process, and against a full classic that EG had.
If you think of the way that G2 started to have 5 alive, they were moving slow, trying to protect each other, and yeah, it got scrappy at the end there. They would have loved to avoid those frags, but it is going to still be a good win and the bonus now for EG. Valorant just clapping with the Bulldog.
Remaining.
If anything, it was nice too that Trent threw that haunt to get that ping on to nature.
Can't tell if
Yeah,
like
the first
quality
opener.
is
when you're trying to deny that orb opportunity,
if it's blurry or not, but I think it should be good.
Now.
About 6,000 kilobytes per second.
And they'll go for it again.
Continuous pressure here every round so far from Evil Geniuses. Superman takes control of the position, a little bit of help there from Jogamo, and then Jog and the rest of the team can
Oh,
make
look at
better
that.
decisions on the
Almond
map.
took a lot of
Saw
space
already
here.
Superman able to get out of this one.
See if Superman can
Not a problem
get a
where he
pick
switched
and
up
dip.
get the info.
And the good thing is that support system.
Like, I like this playstyle better, right? He must have heard something. He knows.
Ashley is able to make it safely on top of rubble. He could try to delay, get info, and we'll still have util for EG to retake the A site should they lose it here. On this attempt of a push from G2.
Ooh, look at that one way.
Being thrown by Superman, they
Didn't even know that was a
Heck of
thing.
delay. They have no
That's a
idea
nice little
who
one-way.
else is out there, and at the rate Superman is defending.
All
at,
right,
it's like he's
A's
easy
not
to
gonna
defend
work.
it with
Let's
somebody
try
else.
B.
They have
Oh,
to
we got a
respect that.
trip.
Just really putting up a good front there, a facade.
Fade.
On rubble. And they
Gets
may
the
have to
info.
force towards B. 30 seconds left. This could be a door play, but they're going to be
This
running.
nade is gonna go massive. They need to go.
So a little bit of a mistiming there, but it does a little bit of damage.
Jogamo is really hurt.
One that's heavily damaged through sprays
Oh
on
my god, now we're
retaliation.
back at C.
And G2 rotating out towards the C site now.
Oh, he's in the thing. Decay.
His own C's nades.
Any good
Stays alive,
spams?
spamming through his own cage. Jogging around the
Oh,
corner.
that eyeball was huge.
Kills for nature to throw out the hat. Info in the last 2.
Jesus
And there's
Christ.
no time left.
There is
The
nowhere to
last
go.
two players of G2 are forced to fall back and save their weapons as EG is able to get their gun round.
What a round from Evil Geniuses. Just to summarize that round was basically G2, we want you to do this. They were directed
Yeah.
away from A, they were directed away from B from the C's nade, right
I mean,
into the
it
waiting
was
arms of
C,
Cypher util,
A, B,
the Haunt,
C.
the util, the
Nowhere to
dump,
go.
and EG just slaughtered G2 on the entry. That was so organized.
What is his
between
comp?
Geniuses.
Nice shots by nature to follow those kills after the ping.
So I kind of want to
He's
learn
dropping 20
fade
now
for this map.
in this server for EG. A slower start that he had the first time he played against G2 on breach rolls, on KO rolls.
All right, so
but on
the
this
so
Viper
the
today
eyeball
on Lotus,
for mount
he's definitely
control.
come out to play.
And EG get the same defensive setup almost.
I
every
mean,
time.
that eyeball doesn't clear box,
Instantly,
but
Superman
people don't really
drops
like
that info.
play box too
The
much
C
unless you
hit,
get a
though.
chamber.
G2's focus is only forward on this one, it seems, with Nightfall hitting and Icy in.
Oh, the trip, and he gets another. Oh, but then he couldn't get another. Oh, and then that spray went off. Was that like recoil? A little aim punch, maybe? I don't know.
The winning factor.
Well, Leaf goes for the plant here at the default spot. Sees Nate. Nice
Yeah, that's gonna stall some time.
To execute this backstab
Oh.
Superman. They try to answer right back, but Derek is able to avenge his teammate.
What is it? 1v1?
Jogamo against Leaf.
Basically even, like health-wise.
Has a turret to work with.
18 health,
So
18
makes it
health
2 versus 1
with
in
that-
terms of information
with the
and
bot.
angles that could be watched here against Jogamo. Jogamo
Destroyed.
breaks
Oh.
it right away, cleans down the 4K, and around for Leaf. As one
Leaf,
more
dude,
shot
Leaf
from
is
Jogamo could have
underrated.
been
I
the
feel
win.
like he's
But
so
it's a
good.
strong hold for G2 in the end without a plant needed.
12 and 10
Sentinels
on
usually doing their work
KJ.
under the radar, especially a Killjoy, but Leaf put in the situation, still stepping up when he's needed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
matter
did.
if it's the
Did he get a
KJ or
head
not.
on headshot? That,
Fallon so
'cause
close to making that one work, but EG was
I feel like he
still
should have
ready.
died
They took
there.
So much time in Waterfall to say, wait, we've only identified one. They're okay. It has to be a lurk. It's been too long. They're not planting. They're not protecting each other. So good mind games there.
GB mentioned Leaf in his role have been forced sometimes to play the LMS, right? The last man standing.
Exactly,
What are the
exactly.
question marks there? It's been answered. Could still fulfill the role, could still clutch now, could still give a chance for G2
Yeah.
to maintain their lead now, but that 5-round lead that they had at the beginning of the game narrowed down by 2. As in the later
E2
of the halves,
is pretty
definitely starts
weak right now, health-wise.
EG snowball of a couple of rounds here. Once they figure out
Oh,
how G2
yeah. This
plays.
gun is gonna go
Starts off with an
hard
outlaw by Superman,
on this map,
contacts onto Icy.
or on this round.
Heavily pressured, another
It's just that reload
aggressive
takes so
throw
long.
out,
He
forcing
couldn't
Melon and GP
reswing.
away. And the G2 Leaf
But
able
Leaf
to
gets
get that
in,
alert
gets one.
They're so ready for every push.
for EG indeed. Except not for the rotate potentially towards the seaside. So Jogmo wants to try to get the contact, but bumps the ceiling. And now Fallon's on the
Oh,
mark, but gets
wow.
stopped.
Huge. Nature was
Trying to
aware.
pinch across, trying to get trades. They lost a spike in the process. And they lost all of their fights for G2.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Again.
Valen should have went with the team
G2
probably. I think he had
cannot
spike.
uproot EG from their defensive positions. Again, this play at A, Superman was mostly there by himself with an outlaw. But again, G2 assumed there's way more behind it, right? They also this
Ooh.
shot and then peeking again. It's just like the audacity of it is kind of blowing G2 away. They're like, okay, we gotta back up. There's way more here. It has to be it. Otherwise, you'd think you'd just smother this guy on rubble every round. They go towards mid. There's going to be a crash.
All right,
on the
so,
D here.
I mean,
That Cypher
this
needs
should
to
be a
spread out
free
for
round for
anything
EG, make it
or insight, so
9-9.
It's going to stop them for the hit, but the low buy entry. it looks
Are they
like
gonna-
Superman's
are they
on
gonna
the
clear
track.
that
Not much is
trip?
gonna stop this one.
Except these mollies and balls and smokes up from EG.
Okay, they ran out of coal. I thought we were still getting the blast packs.
Ran out of steam. Now you have stingers with no armor
They
as well
need,
for Leaf and Valen.
Calling my bot.
Bucky full
they need a
shield for
Sova,
Icy.
really.
So your
Sova's
call
like,
is still
feels
right,
like the
though. They
best
still
counter
wanna
to
potentially
Cypher.
leverage these 2 satchels for G2 to create some
'Cause, I
space and
mean,
close the gap and potentially
You
get
gotta
a
get
big goal
those
for them.
trips down. Even if you,
Choosing towards the seaside,
you know,
especially now
don't
that the
go.
Nanosword
Wait, did that
has
break
broken
that?
the trips away
Yep.
from Apoth.
Interesting.
Nice hit there. I think popped cam as well, so they can't use.
All right, go get the gun.
That's
Go
exactly
get
what
the
they need.
gun.
Exactly, and off that kill, a lockdown becomes available.
Wait, you're investing
Even
a
better for G2, that's gonna create the space
a
for clean
lockdown?
plant. And with the
With-
guns that
with
they
this
have,
gun
close the
setup?
gap to play up
That's
towards
kind
the
of,
spawn and
bold.
buys.
Did he get the gun?
Oh, nice. Giving the spike to Icy. A plant coming down has a showstopper in the
He
ready
didn't
as
get the
well.
gun. Now they got it. Okay.
Their showstopper. They should be able to defend this.
Well, AG's doing the same thing as G2 right now, being annoying with these revolving doors.
Keep opening
Nature
that
when they're
door.
opening it up.
3 outside sight. They gotta get in. Spikes planted in sight.
Oh, the
Icy cuts out the
classic.
showstopper, adding fear to EG, forcing out the rocket, avoiding it, then trying to push down to punish, but Icy stays alive.
feel like-
now at the top of the
no,
boxes
they're
as
gonna get
EG
crumbled
Derek
on
is
here.
moving forward with the rest of the team. Out for the kill. Fallon with the drop
What?
from the top rope.
Valen, is it?
G2 gets the round on the Thrifty.
Should have been free,
Saw
but
for a
it
moment
was
on the
not.
screen. That's how wild these fights are getting. Oh my gosh. For the low buy round, be the one that G2 is able to snap back with here again. The classic kill there, the flood into sight. G2 skirt back in from Mound just in time. They didn't plant to be able to shoot on stairs and Mound. They planted deep in sight, so it was required for everybody to crash back in. Did it at just the right time, and Valen able to swing a haymaker at the end there, as you said. Oh my word. Timeout now for Evil Geniuses. Gonna get a moment. Get these ults in order. How can they best be used? How can we best defend or retake, if that's going to be the case? Man, this back and forth has been wild for the economy in the game too. You see how everybody has hardly any credits in the pocket. It just makes it so tough when you're trying to stretch out these last few rounds and make it to 13.
Another important timeout coming out from Coach Potter. Discussing here again, you talked about how going back and forth, but that Thrifty that was just won by G2 hurts the economy a bit of EG going into round number 19 here. Which then again, you'll see it once we get into game. There was a couple of rifles being bought, but they're all buying down now to something more affordable to play a later round, a later game. In terms of rifles,
wow, that was huge for G2. That round was massive. Now they got guns.
These stingers.
Like 9-9
Hit towards A. Ooh, finally getting a little first aggro off.
would have been
yeah, G2 wants the space right away.
ideal.
Supermen will not be able to
Alright,
reside
so
here. They're going to be at C,
looks like we're
though.
going
So
fast
it's a
A.
full retake. They do have the Nightfall for this.
Jargamo gonna get a nade on the spike plant.
Site's going to be G2's. They should be able to get a little bit of forward push here too if they go towards stairs or A link, but being smoked off, that might be too sketchy.
Contain the spawn for EG. The trip still towards the B side.
Early, too early.
Information on a lurk, which is not currently available here for
Bad
G2.
nade. Oh wait, no, good nade, good nade.
Winning the first wave of
Massive
kills,
nade.
potentially trying to flood back
I
now.
guess they jump back
And
into it or
activate
something.
Any trades.
Wow, they're all in. Oh!
But it's G2 answering
He
first.
could have got the whole team right there.
One of EG. Vandal upgrade out for Jargamo though, as they're trying to fight towards the tree.
Jarg can't get.
All of the plays are G2 winning at the revolving door. And that Thrifty this time around will not come in favor of EG after Potter's timeout.
Are they dead?
Such an
Are they
awesome
dead?
shot from the POV of the players in the
Yeah,
Nightfall
you might
there.
want to stall
can't
that.
hear anything. It's chaos. You're shooting based on anything
Stall
you can
that out a
identify
little
that
more
breaks
and
that
just get the
wall,
guns
that
with
line of sight.
the bomb
And
plant
they all just
explosion.
stay
Just
and
somebody
trade
wrap
with each
door
other.
maybe,
Very
whole
nicely
door.
done.
One enemy remaining.
And a
They kinda
faster
just
shot
swung
here
one at a
from
time.
G2. Seeing the call from the timeout, they say, all right,
Valen,
we're gonna play something
21 and
fast. They go
11,
towards
that's
A, and they did
insane.
not stop on that. They're going to have Jonah P's ult after that. He'll need one ult orb at the end of the round. Rinse and repeat. We'll get the same strat. A little bit more of a lurk from Leaf on this one, though.
Oh,
That blind missed.
going out for a TP right after the paranoia, avoids a little bit of these bullets. And now with a beautiful haunt being
Oh.
thrown by Derek.
Wow, what a
Allowing
haunt.
Jargamo
Get
and
out.
Superman
Get
to
out?
shut down the initial push of EG outside of A. But Jonah P
Couldn't
is
get
still
that.
up and alive.
Remaining.
Oh,
So is
no.
Leaf to answer right back.
They're giving all the fights. They thought there's maybe enough damage done. A little antsy there, and G2 come
Yeah,
out
you
on
back
top.
up right there, I think, right?
Hey, Pop.
Just back
Healthy,
off.
Still, though, low armor on this
You got
side.
the player advantage, right?
It's
Just
going to be the slow
where are they
work
gonna
from
go?
G2 as they clear everything. They know APOT could be one with a wild lurk, that spot you're not
Cypher,
expecting. So they're
yeah,
using
he's
everything
only got
just
half
to get a bit
shield.
of ground here, or make sure they can displace APOT and find out.
no way he gets this pick on Jonah P,
Jiggling and
right?
watching.
Yeah.
Nana Storm being thrown. He knows there's at least a KJ.
Oh, he gets it with 5 HP.
Still has an idea, especially with the revolving door being hit on the A side.
I mean,
That Leaf was there with his
in
team.
what world does he win this? Like,
Now off the plant,
KJ with full health.
He wants to block vision and try to move down.
he's gonna.
But decides to move down silently.
That
Is
turret
it-
could be his demise.
The turret's.
Unfortunately, he's not going to
He's on the good side.
Looking away
He's
here.
good.
It doesn't see him.
Trying to get behind as he's looking up right now.
Careful.
Turret. It's not even looking towards tree.
Oh my gosh.
And that
Did you see the
gun's
gun?
not even sticking out here. That was so close as Leaf walks behind, but he looks the wrong way.
Ah,
Leaf will still get the round and put G2 at that point.
Oh, he's shooting the
LMS
body.
Still got it. Leaf comes up again with a very big round.
He's shooting
That would have
his
been
body.
1900. Like I said, practically nobody had money in the bank that round. Valen had maybe 3K. Everybody else on 700. So on 1900, that's not going to.
Yeah, that angle was
keep the
rough.
cash. They keep the cash flow, the momentum, and Leaf keeps clutching. What a runaround. A little game of cat and mouse at the end there. And now game point for G2. And this battle to start off on Lotus here.
Yeah, they are
The
throwing.
Omen ults are up.
They
Get out
literally,
of sight. Jonah P can quickly put the Viper's pit down.
I mean,
And
9-9.
again, G2 a little slower.
10-9.
So we get the same strat. You have your lurk by Leaf and A control as they move up ever so slowly.
And EG wants to play the distance. They only have Guardians really to work with. 4 of them. 1 Bulldog for APOC. Trying to close down tight line of sights. Shot a little bit too early on that haunt, so it does get a bit of info. It's gotten thrown out by Derek.
So the eyeball actually decays.
Towards the A site to try to
Oh, is he blind?
Gets hit by a
Oh.
Paranoia, forced to fall back. Counter flashes, repositions with Jogamo.
Alright,
Good
so
find. Clearing a lot of info.
Dupa.
Oh, Superman though.
He's gonna get one.
Nightfall on the attack. Jogamo at half health as he's
Oh,
hit
he's
without even
dead.
on, and that's gonna make it a little bit
Oh, he's not dead.
Jogamo gets the pick, but there you go. G2 stops.
I think this is
the opportunity for
GG.
EG to turn around over in their favor. 2 more kills needed to close out the first map. Nature and APOC pit even out on the attack. Rendering things a lot more difficult now for evil geniuses. They hear the drop, the wall comes down. Nature
Oh,
connects
Nature
with
gets a
upgrades
gun.
now into a Vandal. Both
Spam
players
him.
on both teams.
Reload,
Virtually at the
reload.
same health. APOC
But the
trying to
decay.
lock in, decay now by the pit. Avoids the first snake bite. Sprays across to try to get a timing. As he swings in, there's that first kill. A second one easily done.
That's a GG.
4 in a round to put G2 with the first map under their belt.
It took some crazy rounds across these teams as well to make sure they were able to get the dubs. EG started off with a huge frag from Derek, going down to a 1v1. Then we had the ace from Leaf, or not Leaf, Nature. Then we have Leaf clutching. Like, both teams were bringing it all out here on Lotus to start. But G2 able to get a little bit more momentum as they make their way into that second half and figure out what EG were trying to do. All
Alright, game 1 is done. Hopefully it's just one more and we can get right into Sand versus 100 Thieves.
Superman was just able to give up way too much info otherwise if they didn't have that area.
A great start for G2 as they didn't let their lead slip here in the first map. We'll see if EG can fight back on the second one. Their map pick on Icebox happening after the break.
I think that looks good. Am I blocking anything?
Excuse me.
I can move it to the left.
Oh, no problem.
Ooh, yes, problem. You need Verizon.
Trade in that old thing and get a new iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage, so you can take all the pics. So many selfies.
A preposterous amount of panos!
That means panoramic.
And as many portraits of me as your heart desires.
How about none?
None, yeah, none feels right.
Trade in any iPhone in any condition and get iPhone 15 Pro on us. Only on Verizon.
Red Bull gives you wings.
I buy power. All right, we got 3 minutes. Let's watch some shorts.
Marshall. Player standing.
He's holding
Spike
that.
down A.
Look, he just like wide swing.
I think you right thing.
I think you're right.
Jump
Swing.
up type shit.
Have the spike.
Yodi, that's not.
Yo.
I was walking too much and my bullet went off.
He has a setup C, bro.
25 likes? God damn, let's go.
30 seconds
Wait,
left.
yeah.
Stop backseating. Let him play.
Let him play.
35.
Thank you, bro.
Spike planted. My ult is ready.
Which is fine.
Sneaky, wrap that shit. This was not my gun. I'm not 100 Thieves. I am a fan of 100 Thieves, though. But
Scanning ahead.
dart that bitch. See ya.
Perfect.
Thank you,
Everything
thank
you
you.
did there was just like, immaculate.
Let's go.
It's
That is just
crossing
how I
man
do.
point.
Hey. Yeah, it's a little risky.
Oh, hey.
Marshall.
Going A. Or just in a god spot.
God spot.
One more.
Gets one.
I fucked up so
I
bad.
fucked.
Yeah, they're here, they're here.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that. But, we have dart.
30 seconds left. Spike planted.
Scanning ahead.
One's right under you.
So if you are a gecko,
He crossed.
don't plant up top if you have
They're
ult.
both gone.
One back. One's jail.
Right?
One's doctors.
Here.
One up
One's
top.
jail for sure.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Fuck. He couldn't get me with the ult. I don't know how he didn't get the chamber either.
GG.
Holy shit. Double dink.
Did I get it?
Inevitable.
Hopefully.
Oh my god, dude. He double head tapped me.
Going A.
What up? Ooh, Sentinel's classic. Bang, 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 bang. I like that. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang. Hey. Dude chucks it off the map.
Another one.
Another one. Don't you dare.
Another one.
I'm just kidding. I like Sentinel.
That's hilarious.
Jordan, I was in a game. Dude, my bad. I thought I was the only one here.
There we go.
Thank you.
Today's the day. What up? Let's see if they come out hot.
Spike down B.
Found them.
I am the hunter. You will not spike planted.
One more. Ooh, baby. Let's go.
Back yellow on the backside.
Triple
One
kill.
enemy remaining.
Yellow. Alright. So we can't stand next to each other. So I
Give me a second.
I tried to I had to step back for sure. But then I also
Last player standing.
didn't want to stand next to her. She got the trade, which was huge. We got a 3 with that ult. Holy shit. Yeah, like a triple kill with the Sova ult.
We cannot let them.
It's pretty crazy. Sova with the triple kill. Damn, I haven't got a triple kill with the Sova's ult in a while.
Yeah, good job.
Good job.
Running towards mid.
They're through top mid.
Oh, on my TikTok, I've got the Polar Express song
Yeah, they're towards mid.
on top of the video. It went pretty hard. Oh, they found me.
They're
They
default.
found me. I think I'm behind the box, I think.
Oh, he's close. He's close. He's really close.
Sleep, brother. Revealing area.
Planting, yeah.
No, on the right.
right now.
Spike planted.
Sit!
My deploying drone.
Rim's leaving.
Raze is lurking, so it's 3v1.
With-
3v2 now.
Enemy remaining.
3 gone.
Reyna's
last
man. Staying alive. This part's funny.
You're crazy.
I was told the satchel.
You're crazy.
I was told the satchel.
I was called the satchel.
I stalled right with my body.
Holy shit.
She was forced off until the defuse was done.
The side eye.
That's what I'm saying.
Running towards mid.
Let's see if let's see if the game is back on. Alright, they're walking out right now. We'll watch one more. This one's got 57 likes, 3,000 views. Trust. Heaven. I tried to tell him.
You will not kill my
Tried to tell him. But, I mean, they didn't clear me, so I'm gonna chill. 9 health. Sit!
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
And my jet clutched. Like, I would get like 3, and then my jet would clutch every time.
Nice.
Dude, I was talking. Let's go.
Wait, they're like aggroing mid.
This was the same game.
Cover going out.
Dizzy's up top. Wingman's gonna plant spike.
Love that wingman plan. It's just so fast, like you just get it down.
Spike sticking. Thanks, little man. Reloading. Gotcha. One enemy remaining.
Ooh, 3 bullets on that last kill. God damn.
Oh shit, I saw your ace.
You gonna miss your mom?
Was it? You stole my ace?
Yeah, you got
Oh shit. No, I got 4.
There.
Guess it would have been an ace, technically. But
yeah, Clover resurrected.
Oh, I have another ace. I got 2 aces in the past like 2 days. I gotta post them. I got an ace with Raze and an ace with Sova. I'll post those real soon. All right, we're back. What does the coach have to say?
Rounds on the board to really kind of give us that momentum, but I'm proud of the guys for at least making that comeback happen early on in the first half. But second half, yeah, it just things kind of fell apart for us.
Well, we've
Yeah, I
seen
mean,
you certainly
it
build
looked
teams back
good.
up in the past before,
Like,
but for
it
now,
looked like they
best of luck
had a
number 2.
chance, and then they
It's always good to have the cool
just
hand of
blew it.
Potter in those situations to be able to guide
There's
the
2
young
rounds
players,
specifically
in
that
the
they
right
should
way.
have won
Maybe
for sure.
this is going to be an opportunity for them to do just that. As we get
All
ready
right,
for round
so
number 2, it's going to be EG's pick of Icebox.
EG
This
pick
next
on
map is going to be a
Icebox.
1-for-1
Okay,
rematch
they gotta
of what
win
we
this.
saw in the match between these 2 squads at kickoff. Then EG was playing a
Icebox, we're gonna see a
composition.
Harbor.
The only team.
We're gonna see it again.
Try something
We're gonna
like
see
that.
Viper
I
for
honestly
sure.
doubt it. I think there were some cool ideas there. The way that Judgmo was moving around his utility to set up these trap plays on the defense. I don't necessarily think it's an idea
Viper
they're
only
going to
or
stick
Viper
to.
Harbor,
I think EG,
maybe?
they read me as the type of team who will have some
KJ
confidence
possibly?
like that they want to play in a more one-off tournament like kickoff.
See, I'm not so sure because I think the read for Potter, that was a
keyboard
no
placement
duelist
is
comp that they were
crazy.
running. And
Same
that is
with
a
that.
very
Like, how do
different
people do
meta
that?
read. You saw a team like Lev, they were playing Lena, and they switched to a Jet, and that's just because they want to have like some
You gotta
flexibility.
have
That's
that
pretty
small
easy
keyboard.
pivot. But coming in and your first read on the year being we want to play no duelist on Icebox, which is perfectly viable. I don't think you make that pivot immediately away from that after only showing that a couple of times.
You're team Deadlock, you're team anti-Deadlock.
I'm team Deadlock. I could also see them trying, you know, something
Like, if
else
you have a
out in that
numpad on your
slot,
keyboard,
but
you can't play like that. There's just no way. Does he? Nah, he doesn't.
I think
Why don't you think it works consistently?
I think it's more so that once
Like,
you start
imagine a
to
keyboard-
see some of these ideas. For me, the biggest takeaways, particularly on the defense with how they were doing it, was setting up these kind of
Yeah, I
traps
guess you.
on the fence, right? I think it's
Yeah,
comp you can really
you can't just like
contact on a lot that can
get rid of
punished,
like
and I
half
think
of the
EG
keyboard.
likes to have those kind of
You can only get rid of
gimmicky
like
one-off ideas
numpad and
then
like
change away from history.
I will say the
directional
things that
buttons.
make it hard is the initiator slots that they give some options over there in order to do some early scouting.
They are
But
changing.
okay, they
There's
just
the
switched over to
KJ
Jet
and the Harbor and the
I'm
Viper.
a big
What
personal
the?
fan of this Harbor comp, like we said a million times in the past, though.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, we've seen so much of it. I'm really
All the
curious on the other
above.
side, though, right?
That's
The
what I
Gecko,
was I figured
for
this is what they were
Icy,
gonna
right?
run,
That's
but
debut as well. This one's super.
Yeah, we talk of no duelists. This
you
is going
found
to
the
be a no
KJ
duelist.
again.
Yeah, a lot of the time you see Gecko.
I love the
Chaos. This is
Sova.
Gecko Sova. It's double info here for G2.
Well, let's find out if this one is going to go the distance. It's going to be exciting nonetheless. Let's send it back over to your casters. Let's find another tag team to reference. We'll say, I don't know, Heartbreak Kid.
All right, we'll take it. Thanks, GB. But yes, this second map is going to be quite good here now on Icebox, as Badess nailed it. We had now 2 different compositions for both of these teams, changing things out from the last time they played on Icebox. No more Brimstone on the side of G2. Now also for EG, there's no Deadlock, so you're maybe removing and stepping away from that one-off thing that, you know, kind of got discovered against Lau when EG played it on Icebox after.
Yeah, feels
I like Icebox on
on
A. Or sorry, Deadlock on Icebox on
just
A.
about a few
It's
weeks,
pretty nice.
maybe a few games, if you will. Since that was the timer. Yeah. So looking at what we
It causes people to
before
jump
us,
in,
I
right?
feel like
And if
it
you
is
put the
going to be
troops
a bit of a
on the
slower
jump
play
ins,
unless it's
they
info
can't
util
like
and crash,
hide from
right?
them, right?
Yeah. So
They have
this
to
game
land
has
on
a
them.
lot of ways to be played, but we don't have the Sage Wall. See some other regions
So
playing the Sage Wall
Jagamo
makes
is
that
on
B play a lot
Jet.
safer, so we might just have a heyday.
Oh, he knew
here.
exactly
Both
where that
teams
dart was
coming in pretty
landing.
hard on this
He literally
A side
just like
over
pre-aimed
and
it.
over. Not too many crazy buys going around. Some ghosts as they slowly work up alt orb. Trent's going to be
Yo,
first
Trent.
contact here for G2.
Right, Cascade was used for pipes so that they could just play contact from the lower grounds. And now
Interesting dart.
High tide coming out on the
Like
A
it,
side
like
as
it.
EG on the attack. Or the ones trying to set the pace for the attempt of a plant.
Guard from 410 to clear sight.
Paranoia as well, and it looked right away
Where?
like G2 wanted to fight instantly.
Yeah, you gotta break the cove. If you break it, the actual smoke will go away in 3 seconds. If you don't, that smoke can last
Gecko
15.
Dizzy now being thrown towards the air to get information, and Leaf is quite good for those 2 kills swarming inside from that screens. Jogimo low on HP with Superman.
Oh wow, they are aggressive.
Trent with 3
Oh
in the
my
round.
god.
And G2, this is their 3rd pistol now of the series.
Yeah, really strong on the pistols. Trent, like we said, he was just pushed up towards pipes. First bit of
He was
sound he heard,
running
they
them
started
down.
backing up, throw up the Viper wall from Jonah P.
Oh, the G2 classic diff.
That was towards the end of the round. But yeah, instant control of the sites, able to waterfall in.
Let's
And
fucking
2
go,
to start
boys.
off.
Let's
Same
fucking
2 that
go.
are starting off right now over on that side as we see Icy
think that's what he
and
said.
Jonah P setting up on that side. So the Killjoy utility going to be mid. See how long it takes EG to kind of get up and mess with that or figure out how much it's being moved, because it's always one of the games you can play when you want to start working.
All right,
kitchen.
Jagamo,
EG
heat up.
Going fast again here for this second round to get a little bit of
Take
work
the
control.
team
Yep.
And they just pause.
to another victory.
Sectioning the scaling here towards this B site. Top green. They don't have the Allen drone to try to clear out towards yellow though. And at least the audio
Oh,
Dizzy
yeah.
is going to allow for EG to start
Can he do
swarming
it?
towards the top. Juggle gets the
All right,
contact,
he
but it
gets
was a little
one.
labored.
Ooh,
So now
everybody's dead
G2
though.
is already there to help right out on the first player at the gloss on yellow. Very, very clean second round.
A little bit of room for Leaf to
Doesn't
out
pick
there
up
and get quite a few
the
frags with his stinger
sheriff.
from
He might have
Nest.
already had one.
4-0, we have a lockdown pretty fast too, so even if EG start to kick back as this bonus round comes around, you could have that lockdown to stave off their pressure.
All right,
All right.
big round right here.
Vandals,
We,
everyone.
EG
Oh, no, there's a few Phantoms.
has to win this.
Looks like they will be going towards
But it's gonna be tough
B
considering
again, but a little bit more mid lurk.
their bonus
Throwing
is
up this
actually stacked.
cascade, pushing behind
3
it.
Vandals.
Sometimes you see the drone here.
Did
for
they full
full
bonus?
Clear going up behind, just added free space, but they're still keeping.
Looks like
util to make their way to the
2.
site.
When you talk
No,
about
looks like they
aggression,
forced 3 of them
potentially
forced.
on middle on the attack, but it's actually Leaf walking all the way down on the mid side of that two.
Oh.
Big Dizzy that gets a big blind out the Jogimo.
So aggressive.
Tried to dash away, and there's
Oh
that push
my,
down.
it's
Punishing
over.
Superman. And at the
EG
same
is
time,
out.
look at those bullet holes. They added a lot of pressure for G2 on the A side, so it almost looked like a pincer maneuver on all the angles of the map.
Jesus Christ,
Feels like
Jonah.
Lotus early rounds all over again. Spike already down, out towards yellow. Derek alone now.
Doesn't get
towards the B
spotted.
site. Nature on the other side at A. Leaves Derek's able to fight back. Icy falls early. Recon guard to work with. Chance now for Nature to move back with him.
You get on that box,
Try to
you
dwindle down the numbers of the defense of G2 towards his B site. Toward those spots, Derek.
yeah,
runs out,
G2
Jonah P.
is too good with that bulldog.
Answered back by Nature.
30 seconds left.
I don't really like
Clutched
that.
this
I think you
before,
dart
gave us IGL for EG. Jump spot though from Trent.
you dart at
Just
the
saw
wall
him
on the left.
forcing out the paranoia. Information for Nature to know there was 2 players there towards orange. But it was a last resort no matter what. Confident round now for G2.
They
Once again, winning
are
another bonus.
very aggressive.
And really, the way they played the economy for the first few rounds, we saw G2 with Vandals and full armor on a few of their members coming into that round. That's not what EG's expecting. You know, they're expecting G2 to have gone through a pretty easy, almost flawless rounds to start off, but I'm probably not expecting to find so many gun
Jonah on
saves.
a
Expecting
bulldog.
those gun diffs.
It's a
All right,
demon.
towards A. Here we go. Killjoy utilities set up. EG is going to be running into a trap, but it hasn't stopped them before. It is something they can clear. And the way that G2's placing those mollies too, just on the boxes, so very hard for EG to come in and say, oh, there's a molly
surely
at my
this
feet.
is
No,
a
it's head level,
G2
ready to
win
just
on this
kinda
round,
slice you up as it goes
gun-wise.
off. Back to mid, Trent, same spot. Rinse
This
and
is
repeat
gonna
a
be
pistol
very
round here
tough.
from both teams.
Yeah. EG really using this.
Let's see if Derek can
cascade
break
to
some
block line of
mollies.
sight, not only from Pipes, but from Jenny as they try to come out here from the bottom of the A main area. Now Util being dumped on EG's side.
Did he get
clearing
a
out,
molly?
or trying to clear out KJ Util.
He didn't get it.
But none of it got broken, so Leaf could still do a lot of damage here, yet Nature is still able to get that kill before he falls from that Util. Paranoid out being flushed out. Contact here coming from the bottom of the site. Double swing out from EG. As Trent is able to get one onto Apop on the top of the rafters.
2v3.
Mobile now being popped. As EG slows things down.
Gargamon
in
needs to
terms
get
of
2.
Not letting G2 know what the next move is going to be.
That
Oh, just
is
sprint.
such a neat
Sprint to
thing.
B.
Looking back at the mollies there that we had in A that were
30
just,
seconds
if you
left.
look at the
They
map
can't.
right there for
No
Killjoy,
time.
moved slightly. The first time they used those mollies, it did allow for a little bit of a hide in Jenny. If the molly went off, you could tuck yourself in and stay safe. With the mollies moved that time, Jenny wasn't safe, and that's where they tried to hide. Neat little changes. Here comes the sight take.
Superman's dead.
Just too much utility.
Yeah,
Off the
way
tap,
too
they all
much.
came through, and EG falls. Yet a lower buy
Superman
that you had
is
for EG
very,
has
very dead.
made G2 lose 2 weapons in the process.
The little changes throwing EG off on their take. Reckoning is up here. Still a buy coming through as we watch the replay. Once more, you see how those mollies switch up. Just affecting the entry in. And with that spike down, it becomes so much tougher to organize yourself again. G2's been moving so quick on these retakes.
All right, another big round.
We see Icy now going from a Raze to a Gecko, right? Still just as quick, just as comfortable, it seems, with the team being able to organize the strats, cascade forward.
Oh my god. Didn't even get the scan and just gets
There's
that
a change of a
pick.
cascade here to allow Joggermo to run out. Reckoning instantly pushed out as well on the attack, changing gears, hitting a few recon dart with information, but it's a TP out from Valen. Advantage still out
What
for
did he TP?
G2.
Back? Yeah.
Slightly giving space here for EG, but trying to force him and funnel him towards the back of the site.
Oh!
Possibly a little lurk
Dodging bullets,
up
Superman.
towards the kitchen. I don't actually think Superman wants that right now. He hears the turret. It's going to see him right
Spam
past
that.
the window. Almost a spam.
At least Timothy Turret gets the spam.
Oh my gosh.
Superman falls. Nature 1v1. At least contacts onto Valen. Derek as well as Icy falls. High tide,
Oh
second
man,
cycle
they are
out.
so
Mobile forward
low.
flat.
Oh, the ult!
Currently by
It's
the
huge!
artistry of Trent connects and Apop falls.
Oh,
Low HP
that would have been
Derek and Nature.
massive.
And Jonah P's on that flank. And he avoided all that util. This is perfect now. There's that first one to fall. And Nature at least gets Jonah P. But he's still up against Leaf and
18
Trent.
health, he's dead.
18 left in terms of health points. The tap on the spike, and Trent knows they have all the time
He
in the world
dead.
here. As Nature felt pressured.
Yeah.
G2 there. Another 5 rounds in a row to start.
Lockdown's ready too as they come into this next round. That should be 2,900 over to the side of EG, but still low buy, we think, to come in here. And just time after time.
All right.
A is the hit. We expected this to be.
Let's
what they would
go
for
next. What do you
because
say?
of the
Let's just get this
difficulty
end
of
game
taking
started.
the B site, especially you could still do it with Harbor. But they're
G2
choosing not to. It's
is
just
looking
a little
good.
too
Okay, we
tough.
got a
Trent to come
timeout.
in with a drone or a dart could foil every wall you put up if your members are seen behind it. So
All right, what is going
this
wrong,
is
guys?
the time to
What
call
seems to be
timeout,
the problem?
Right? Deja vu. 5-0, timeout, come back. Derek's about to clutch the next round, and then we got a game. All right. Script is working. Script is working.
I
Yeah, see if
mean,
Potter
they're
can
just getting spammed through
get the
smoke.
info in that's necessary here. It is a lockdown. It is the Sova ultimate for Derek. That lockdown.
But
for
they
nature.
lost
But
like
Leafs
the
is
two
up
most
too.
important
So,
rounds.
do they
Right?
lock down bait and destroy
got
one?
guns.
Is the Hunter's Fury for post plant?
And they
Two
still
ways to play
lose.
this one.
If
you
that's the
really
case,
wanna
it's over.
punch back at that ultimate that Leaf has.
Can't win your buy
Not
rounds.
Too many on deck as well for G2, so you may be able to get out of
I
this
mean,
round without even having that lockdown.
G2's got to
going.
have a ton of money right
A
now
is
as
the
well.
focus though to start off as they're hovering on this timeout to discuss the past 5 rounds.
Like, I think
Also, you're playing
EG
a
will
double control here
do
for EG, so
like
they
have a
chance
similar
to really
amount of
up that
success
tempo and maybe
on
preemptively
defense
and
that
force
G2's
the
having,
lockdown to be put
but
down by Leaf so they could re-hit, or
you
just really
got to get a couple
plant,
rounds, you know.
hide behind those
7-5.
two walls and even use these 2 ults on the post plant.
7-5 G2 would be
it seemed like EG was in sight for so long.
ideal.
and
That's what EG
because
needs to
they
be
can
thinking
keep
right now,
putting up
right?
walls. Use that util. They have time to create the space they want. It just looks like G2 always wants to be a step inside that space to start off.
EG has to modify the way they want to scale towards the A site. So instead of using these cascades to push out, they're using an early owl drone from Derek to make sure you can push away Trent and Valen. Last time Valen had a spray moving behind the cascade to get the pick. Now you get owl drone out, you can recon in the site with the rest of the high.
Kind of
tides
missed
coming
his
through.
wall, I think. I feel like you want
Yeah,
that to cover rafters, but it's not covering.
Val is trying to slow things
almost
down,
like
placing
hard
one way
to-
up towards pipes. And as we mentioned before,
The counter roll? Oh, wait, that's gonna hit. Should have waited one more second.
with the Hunter's Fury, trying to create space. Jogmo
Oh, Jogmo is dead.
so no punishment on Trent. Silver lining, EG gets a plant. The lurk though denied.
Wait, what?
As Icy gets the headshot on Superman inside kitchen. Some players playing inside the site, some playing pulse plants as Thrash
It's
is
over
available
with
for Icy for the retake.
the KJ
Ninja
ult?
holding towards the dice. A second one in the face of Trent. Valid answers back.
Oh, he's common.
Thrash is trying to find info. Oh, Jogmo almost had that kill. But Valid was able to save Icy.
No post plant util.
And a 2 versus 3 at a disadvantage for EG. Tap on the spike, the smoke, the denial.
Oh my
sprays.
God, they got sat the fuck down.
A 6 rounds go in favor of G2.
Absolutely
Punishing
sat.
retakes.
Just
And the
fucking
ability
put
to
'em
slow it
down.
down too. 3 were hard rotating
They
over,
peeked for
and
a
they're like,
good
"You know
2
what?
seconds.
Superman, where? In tube, gets the kill. They're much more sure that they can just fight what's in
Ooh,
front
look
of
at
them, and they do not second
That
guess
transfer.
any angles that their teammates are watching. G2, all of them just in that flow state
Uh,
right now. The
the
post
thing is,
plants,
like,
there was a reason they were coming back really hard
I
as well.
don't see
On
what they're
Sun-
doing
Lotus,
wrong
rather.
exactly. I think
Here,
G2 is
they
playing
keep
well.
it going. Sheriff by
You know,
Guardian
they're
there,
winning their
Dogmo's
fights.
got a little bit more in the bank.
Seems like
With the
util
spike
usage has
down to
been
start this
pretty
one,
good.
They expect EG to do something a little tricky. So it's going to be an info
I mean,
to start.
they had the advantage, EG, on that with the
Or,
KJ
sorry, G2 to do something tricky,
alt
I should say, is EG lurk
actually
this tube
coming
again.
through.
They know the turret's going to
I
be
don't know what they need to do. Maybe take more space because the retake is really good on G2.
Oh, take flight.
Oh,
G2 wants to push
yeah,
forward.
don't swing
Paranoia
that
now.
though. You don't swing that.
Keeping
I've
EG
done
at
that
bay.
in games before,
The turret did get broken here
where
towards
you
border.
get a good scan
Superman slipped through
close,
towards kitchen.
try to swing it, and like
Jongno was trying to see if anybody was going to push
you
under
could still get
pipe
picked
so he could try to get a punish.
with those close angles like
As
that.
that happens and nobody was pushing through, EG now groups up together towards his A site.
Whoa, how
Superman
did he
holding
get
towards
there?
Kitchen is able to get that rotate. Catch the
Superman
first
just a
one,
mid
upgraded to
guy?
a
He
weapon.
just goes mid?
A second one.
But Valen or whatever is just too good. And so is Leaf.
To push from EG, the death ball attempt on the attack.
Dog.
As that
He's got that
hero guardian
dog.
they had at the beginning
He's
now
dead
becomes
though.
an upgrade. But he doesn't give a chance for Jogmo to set up.
Wow.
It just seems like G2 has all the answers. By
They
that,
just
I
got the
mean, you
answers.
lose
Yeah,
a
you're right,
guy
bro.
Down kitchen hallway and
They're just
Valent's there to
winning
instantly trade,
the
not
fights.
let that Phantom do any more damage, right?
Seems
That
like
was
they're
supposed to be the crux
trading
of the
very
play
well.
That would really put G2 on
I
a
don't even
tough
know who
rotate, not allowing
Valen
them
is,
anywhere,
but
if
dude's
instantly
cracked.
snuffed out and they go back to work.
Like, I know Leaf.
Go
Leaf
back
is
to
very
retaking the
good.
site A again. And I think they're starting to feel it is that A is going to
And
be
then we
this
got Jonah
thing.
P.I. here
EG
just
doesn't seem to have
working
what feels
miracles.
comfortable to be with the Harbor Wall and the Viper Wall
Alright.
encroachment to go deeper and deeper.
Is this the round EG gets their
mid,
first dub? Is it going to end up 7-5
Setting a
possibly?
precedent that a few will be mid. they get a fight that they they want here, and it could.
They got some guns. They got knives.
It's been so good for G2 at the beginning.
I see.
Pop pressure towards middle instantly. We have a smoke out from Valen. He's also pushing out towards the belt.
I like this for EG. Don't let him get his little blinder dude out back, you know? Just hold that shit till it goes away. Ooh, some nice spam from Trent. Jogmo jumps up, hits a little knife shot, dives. He's definitely dead to Leaf. 100% dead to Leaf. Leaf's killing him, 100%. Called it. Nice trade from Apoth. Jonah, oh, Nature with the beautiful spot. Well, there we go again.
Again, exactly
like I said,
where they
again.
want to be. Valen getting up to belt on that round. You're just like, hey guys, by the way, probably B or mid. It's easy right now for G2. They have so much information to work with.
Jonah is a box, yellow box demon.
Right now. Nature.
Yellow box demon.
Looking to get these calls in.
Like, it's so scary to play the. I mean, in that situation when you know they're coming mid, like, you could always be worried, you know, someone's lurking up B, right? And like, as a Viper, you got no intel. You gotta be peeking.
How can EG really set up Jogmo?
And he still gets what, 3?
Yeah. Different ways of using this.
That Recon Phantom diff, you know. That's what I run. Recon Phantom, so it's real nice. Got it at target.
All the visibility for EG's.
Oh man, EG,
what
like
we've been seeing from EG is almost what you do default A with this composition. Once you
I feel like they're playing
Jets already
fine.
in verticality zone,
It's just
playing on 410. The harbor wall goes up. It creates a
they're
small
just getting dumpstered.
sliver of space that you would get if you look on your mini map right over towards screens there.
All right, we got
and then shooting down. It's Jogmo has all the time.
4
in the world. Nobody
rounds.
can really hit that as you jump
5.
back to 410 and you just start playing on top of the site. But they can't get into that spot. G2 is not allowing this space freely at all. Trent already looks like he wants to push up into alt-door position again.
Okay.
And just a little bit of
Jonah
util behind
P,
him.
12 and 4. Leaf, 10 and 4.
As it's been happening. A bit more of a spread here from EG.
Jogmo got 1 kill.
They're gonna
Maybe he
should have
played Raze.
Here. It could become a play if they get a kill, but this focus, the drone initiator for Jogmo over towards A to see if they can get some space.
It's quite interesting too, though, for G2. After
Apoth just walked up there without clearing,
this time around and
or did he clear that?
Around this yeah,
right there. Pretty bold move.
Back towards Boiler. That will make things a little bit harder to retake here if EG hits towards this A side, and that wall, yes.
KJ is not here, so this would be the best time to take A, right?
By Trent.
Yeah.
But they're actually gonna go right into
a fake from EG to start.
Jonah's lap. I mean, let's be honest here. Jonah's getting
a bit of a one-way now for Jonah to play with. Is they're gonna take a more anchored position in the site. A little bit less than a minute left. You want to play safer.
Do they
They're
know?
Get the
Oh, okay,
hit.
that makes sense. Yeah, play back. Alt's coming in. Give up sight.
A little bit of a delay here. Second snake bite being thrown down by Jonah P. Orb came up.
Ooh. Got the spike down.
Deniability. Hunter Sphere out on the defense. Dizzy blinding Jogmo, who's still trying to.
Oh, Jogmo's dead.
Spotted by Valen on
Oh, he didn't get it down.
In the hallway of kitchen. Now more utility denying more attempts of a plant.
Yeah.
Forces EG
Super.
to try to plant safely, but Valen's still around the corner.
Oh my
watches his
God.
back to take down Nature, and a beautiful anchor hold by G2.
Valen 3Ks, Jonah P 3Ks this game. A lot of people are.
All right, we're gonna do KJ all A.
Well, earlier towards A to lock in. Just look at it. Cove is up, but it's not.
You think?
You're getting dropped
Oh my
on
God.
by
You think
utility. You're not
G2
getting shot at. So it
plays
makes it so hard. We actually see a reason why EG
KJ on A this round?
because they just get util dumped, and we didn't even really see Trent's arrow becoming a problem there. They still had the arrow to deliver in if the walls were up. EG looking for more answers now. What's the next step?
Oh, they're aggressive. Try to just stop the plant. Or the alt.
Down here because they expect to be pushed. They expect for it to possibly be dropped. They don't want to get.
Oh,
that
the bot
info.
missed him.
And that could have been it right there. Right? They lose the harbor wall. And
Oh
now,
man, kid just bought.
to just expect
I think he
more
got
pushes
nerfed.
from G2.
And
What
you can't. I don't know if you can turn it
absolute
anymore
master pressure by
as
G2
you're
of just
placing
map
it.
information and control,
But I mean,
not letting EG get
if they were
anywhere.
And right now they
playing off
kind
that
of
bot right
anticipated
there,
that push
that's
that you just mentioned, Riv,
so
towards
sad.
L,
Yeah.
Valen, yet unfortunately couldn't even win the duel. Couldn't do
We're
any
back to
damage. Valen
A.
even
They
manages to fall back at full health.
they know
Slowing
somehow.
now this A site, one wing towards Pipe, slowing down EG's attempt of a push. At least we have a
right.
lockdown now for EG.
Put the lockdown
So giving
down.
up all that space allows for them to move forward, but it's going to be another one of those lockdown to lockdown.
You should run.
Dynamo pushing forward though, is able to get that pick onto Valen.
Double lockdown.
Placing swamp grenade.
That's what we meant here.
Defenders
Maybe
is
some of them won't get
first.
the team, but it doesn't matter. At least you get the pit down. Now you can get also.
Is that a good
the
pit?
plant
Good
and
pit?
then the pit.
Pretty good
Yeah,
pit.
Pulse plant from jail.
Wow, amazing pit actually.
Alan Jones spotting Leaf on the top. Dizzy being thrown out. Of the
Nature's
defense.
getting spammed
G2
100%.
trying to move forward and together inside the pit behind the wingman. It's nice for IC to get the first.
Okay.
Jomo answers right back and a nice
Jog with the oh.
And there's that lurk running out of bullets, but at least Jogimo is able to keep Jonah P in a tight spot where he can't get anything done. Nice spray in the end with the
my
Phantom.
God, they got one.
That finally,
Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the board.
Answer, and they finally got it.
It takes the 4K to get one, but it is the one. As EG fans rejoice on that, and G2 say, all right, let's go right back at it. A little bit of low money there for the way they've been going
has
down in
one
these,
kill.
but
I
EG
feel
had to
like
scrap
Harbor
for
is
this.
really hard to
G2
frag
is not
with.
making anything easy here. And the ultimate as well,
'Cause
making it a little interesting because you're
none
not
of your
getting
utils
players
gonna,
that are
you know,
low health. You're getting players that just
help you
presented themselves in the
get
Viper's
kills,
pit.
really.
So they're actually pretty healthy. Jogamo
So
didn't care.
it is
He
what it
was
is.
snapping heads off left
For me, I feel like
right.
Harbor
Quick at the beginning, though.
he just gives his location away all the time. Like, anything he does.
Cascade coming out too, and both players holding this B site. Valen and IC forced to
Like,
fall
he
back and
feels
start
easy to
using
read in a
early
way. I don't know.
Utility rather.
Like
Try to
his,
hold that
you know, with
push, but
Viper,
again,
she can
it's-
put her wall up and then
seems to
go
be the
somewhere
play
else
for
and then
EG.
pop it, right? So you don't know where
At least
she's
not
at,
again
but
for the first time,
Harbor,
trying
that's
to
just
add
coming right
pressure
out
on
of his
middle and
wrist.
B, so that maybe Nature could get some sort of value on a late lurk. Lurk starts off with Superman though inside tube.
Poison's off.
Oh,
No utils really gonna be watching it because they broke that turret at the beginning of the round for EG.
Woman's got its full util. So does Wingman
Can't tell
or
if they're
Gecko.
fully info gathering or they're just letting the round play out as slow as possible. It seems like now they're moving.
Oh,
up
he's hitting his teammates.
Knew where
26
the
damage
crash
to
was
each of
coming
them.
from, so Derek gets the contact with the Hunter's Fury. It's quite interesting. At the
EG
same time, though,
mid
we'll talk
demon.
about that in a bit.
The
Valen
Valen.
at yellow,
Oh my
second
God.
in the round. TP's away now towards green. Second smoke being pinched from behind, but Nature is able to reach that kill before.
Get that plant
K-Pop was
down.
able to turn around. They'll get the plant. And now Jonah P is in a 1 versus
Hey,
3.
how did Leaf die?
Is not too great for G2 yet. Jonah P still wants to make it expensive now against EG. Scaling up towards orange.
We missed like a whole fight,
High-low
I think.
contact here on the right side of the B site. Superman's gonna get it. I was gonna say it was quite
9-3
interesting to
curse?
see how G2 instantly went for double ults.
Is it
One,
possible?
to try to find information, as you mentioned before.
Yeah.
But the second one was also for deniability with the Viper's Pit all the way out towards the A site. Made it kind of difficult for Jonah P to rotate back.
For sure.
Ah, that's how.
Finding these hits towards mid.
You were a mistake.
Interesting mid play. Not seeing G2 push A that time and EG not being
Jog's got
kind of
the
scared of it
op
was
on
interesting
attack.
as well. EG still want to just play their own game, pushing up towards mid.
And
Seems
and
like they
Leaf is
will go
not gonna
full
peek.
map control on this one, but they're
There's
getting the push
literally-
this time. They're just trading tube control each round.
Oh no, so is dead.
The majority at least could have rifles
Wait,
now for G2.
he's getting across. Never mind.
2 towards the tube, Trent at the bottom.
Yeah.
Hit
Do they-
by a decay of an orb coming up on the attack for Superman.
They don't know anything
So you
about
have
mid.
5 players on
They got
their
no
end.
mid info.
Now
Okay,
leaning
they know
towards
their
this B
Silver's
site.
mid.
They should be able to focus.
That drone
on
got
a
nothing,
slight push
right?
Here,
I mean-
at least by Jonah can deliver the info. Jump peek as well, and
They just
leaving those two
bot
in
is
mid.
gonna
Valen
be
and Icy will hold. Looks like Trent just starts to
huge.
rotate back and forth until they hear this drone.
And the thing is, we won't have Jogmo trying to create space because he has an operator now
Yeah,
trying to
he's
watch
back.
at long range, so he's spraying through the A tower to give a chance. Oh, that's late. Okay, there you go. That's okay. Nothing happened.
Okay,
We're
well
still
at least
gonna try to
though
go inside the site for
the
a block
Mali's
now
are
for
down
EG.
for EG.
Nature
popping off.
Great spot towards the dice, adds value into that. Blade Storm now available for Jargamo as he activates it and helps out the rest of the team on the pulse.
Oh, Trent.
Trent though has
It
something
was
else
massive
to say.
right there. He just saved his teammate's life. He ran out of ammo.
The G2 now working towards the back of the A site.
Joggamo holding up.
Looking back towards A as a TP comes across at Jenny. Nature catching one.
Oh, Nature. You sexy bastard.
Valen's forced to be alone now. Easy one with the operator in the end. We have the 9-3 curse.
We have the 9-3 curse
What a
indeed.
start from G2. Both timeouts from EG throughout that first half.
Switching sides.
The pistol round, G2 start off and run with it, but it is the last 3 rounds, and it took some frag power to make these rounds happen too. Nature coming up big, and the rest of the team able to put up some numbers here to make sure they come away with at least 3. It's going to be a tough second half.
Definitely a beautiful timing done by Nature there to allow EG to have some sort of breathing room, some sort of hope to turn things around here on the second half if they can. But before we get into that, let's toss it down to the desk and see what they have to say.
I just wanted to see how long I could balance this on my head. Turns out, quite a while.
Were you that bored?
Got a very flat head.
The game got good in the last 3 rounds.
EG won 3 rounds in a row, GB.
Oh no, it's fantastic. Oh no, it's falling apart.
I had to put an eye drop in. My left eye is
EG for most
blood.
of that half.
Hey, look at that, tying it back in. That's a segue. All right, well, let's go ahead, though, and talk about what we just saw in that first half there. G2 obviously continuing to look good in these
It's all about the pistols, right? They won 3 out of 3 pistols, but really it's the bonus round. And here in this third round, because in round 2 they go for an FBX buy, they've got bulldogs, they've got rifles, they can fight forward here. But they made the choice against an EG that in both of those round 3s across both maps have been going into these spread out plays 3-1-1 on the map. G2 crept up in B main, in A main, down mid as well, and they find 2 great opening picks that instantly turns the round.
Their retakes were looking flawless throughout. We saw a great performance out of Leaf now on this Sentinel role. But EG have got themselves a chance. They win 3 rounds in a row towards the end, and now heading into the second half. Some of these big pieces are coming online. We're seeing more moments from Nature. We're seeing Judgma, for the first time this series, starting to look a little bit like himself.
Yeah, Mimi, that's great, but they still gotta win a pistol.
Yes, and that's the big challenge.
Like, win a pistol, and if you don't, please do something early, because they've started both games
statistically
off
speaking,
0-5.
right? If you're able to pick up the pistol here, maybe you can get yourself back into it, but history doesn't look good for EG.
But if you lose this pistol, series is pretty much over.
Oh,
this is going to be the most important round coming up for EG.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically going to be a wrap here if EG cannot secure this pistol. This next round is going to be very, very pivotal, and we'll see how it all plays out for the world champs. Send it back over to your casters.
Thank you, GB. And definitely you saw at least the last 2 shots. Both coaches seems to be quite comfortable with the plan that they have cooked up here for this pistol round, as there was still 10 seconds left before this round started, and nothing else needed to be said. So it starts with G2 with the Dizzy. High tide being thrown on the defense to retaliate. But G2 rather, are still moving up.
Lots of armor here for G2.
Yeah.
Post plant 2 mollies. That's definitely a focus for Jonah. Let's see what they can make here as they get into sight. A little bit of a mid control for EG. They're looking to play more retake with a push down mid, maybe 1 flanker, but this is the hit. G2 has free space. It's what post plant they can set up that's going to matter.
It's good, at least EG killed that turret right away on the attack, so that gives a little bit of paranoia to G2, forcing 1 player to instantly rotate back towards the spawn. And that's going to be Leaf with that responsibility, giving a chance for EG to have to fight evenly, or able to fight evenly on the retake towards the A site. Jogno scoring first. Valen then after, with help from Trent. As we're all around, really not looking towards the verticality. Everything is really clean and good for G2, and Mimi mentioned it.
Yeah.
If EG loses that pistol round, it might be GG right there, but do we believe?
I don't know. I don't know if we believe. G2 has so many things prepped here. We saw the classic armor, right, coming in for a lot of them. The 2 mollies were actually used for denial of room here at screens. So with the armor, they can push up the screens. They all face the fight coming into the site.
10-3, not looking
mollies.
good for
It's
G2.
denial of getting back into the site mollies for EG's defense. So really good forward play from G2. And now they'll switch the side.
Did I say G2? I meant EG.
And they have the setup with a Leaf
EG,
watching that
G2,
flank, so they
EG,
could stay here for quite a bit.
G2. There we go.
The wingman and the drone just to get space here, not taking any chances. They have to clear yellow.
E2, GG. What is it?
Quite easily too.
Yeah.
Didn't even need a recon dart to have Superman trying to peek out and find a
Alright,
timing.
they forced up. You got to. Oh, they're gonna die to the.
Yellow and or towards green rather, and that allows here for G2
my
to get
goodness.
an instant plant towards the B site.
Nature dead. It's over.
Really no big
Jogmo has to get
except for that one
fucking
Still
3,
in the back pocket of Leaf, who throws it now.
and he gets none.
This half buy, lower buy stingers that we had from EG.
Flawless.
Exactly. They're going to buy a flawless from G2, who only need 2 more rounds to really dominate the series. Yeah, put it that way for sure.
It's
Definitely
over.
Dominate the series. The first one still is a big scrappy back and forth there, but G2 showing quite a bit of control once they did figure out what was happening, and now running away with that control here.
God damn, that
As
Zed.
we get into the bonus round, this
Bulldog.
is so necessary for EG, but it's already been the force. They're already trying to get control early, so it makes it tougher with the low buy. Push in, Superman just trying to get that early info, giving a little bit of alt orb control to Derek as they're getting each advantage they can falling out of this game.
Yeah, it really is the only saving grace now for EG. If they're able to salvage a couple of these rounds to get that Hunter's Fury up ASAP and maybe have that most important swing round in the series, but we're thinking way too far ahead. State of the game so far, it's been one-sided domination out of G2 all along here on the second map of Icebox. A map here
Good
where
night,
EG came
Jogamo.
out with their one-off
Damn.
deadlock.
Jog's
that
a
really
boss.
surprised G2.
Poor
Now
guy.
this time, both of them coming out with new compositions. And G2 is ready for it all the
Like,
way.
Nature forced.
2 more left alive now, Derek and Nature.
I mean, you kind of have to, but
range, dropping the spike towards yellow. Wall up on the attack, trying to spray behind it, or the
it's
players
really
of G2.
over if
And
they lose this round.
Derek and Nature just trying to find his timing. A nice little double swing out from that smoke.
Oh boy.
G2's at 12.
It's honestly an achievement for both teams to try and plant and B this game. They are giving each other so much hell just trying to get down that plant as it goes into the site. And that just tells the story so much of why we've seen so much A site from both of these teams. This one again, G2 just clean it up ever so slowly, and now they are on game point track. Open up.
G2 seem like they just
Hunter's
know
Fury here as we see the end of that replay.
They know
cleaning up the kills.
when swings are coming in, all right, and they're
Looks
hitting
like
their
they're gonna go
shots.
straight ahead and try to use this right away to pipes with protection.
Still on the ropes too.
Whoever darted high for
much.
pipes.
2 players are falling down, and that operator is
I
also
want to test that
once again
more.
hit by so much utility. As that operator had 0 value, nor are the players. Last one
Oh
in.
my
Joe with the kill.
God.
A flawless round to give the series to G2
They,
in a dominating
I mean,
fashion.
it looks like they got destroyed,
G2
but like
coming away with the win pretty handily there in
it
the end.
didn't really
Showing that
feel
power,
like it.
obviously,
Like
you
I don't
could,
know,
kick
it's
off with the
weird.
Sentinels with, right? Which I kid. But what a game. Leaf stepping up. Wonder what happened on the Sentinel roll. Didn't matter. Icy stepping up. And indeed, Icy is a fitting name. A lot of plays where it was just full on forward. You had to be cold
Damn,
to get the
dude.
results.
It's crazy.
And it was. It's looking good for G2.
Watching,
They gotta
like,
be happy with that result as EG
Jogmo in a
changes,
tournament
did not
versus
see
like
the
when he's
results.
streaming,
Night and
right?
day from both teams.
Because when he's
Yeah.
streaming, like he looks like an
Des was
absolute
mentioning here,
demon,
for
but then
Icy
like you
joining
go
this
against a
roster
pro
for
team and
UG,
it's like
coming into a duelist role, but
everybody's
he
a
also has
demon.
a lot of experience playing some Sentinels roles, some really flex roles, really, and it adds more value to G2's change of compositions if they need to.
Is he tall as fuck or is everybody short?
See here in front of the screen. Putting a lot of value in terms of utility as well as a support player on that Gecko. Really allowed
Let's
G2
go.
to add domination right now against EG in that series. And Valen IGL, we talked about IGL fraggers for Nature.
Absolutely.
MVP.
Valen, yeah, definitely owning it there.
Who's
Doing
MVP?
so well, 18-6 on the top
Everybody played
for
so
his
well.
team from that controller position. It seems like you're
Like
the controller.
Jonah,
Seems like we got some real
Drone of
controller fraggers coming in throughout
Valen.
this
Is it
season.
Valen? They both played really, really well.
Here, fragging IGLs.
Yep.
Trent played solid.
Absolutely.
Leaf was solid, and then the Icy guy, like, he did fine.
Fragging is something that all of the IGLs currently do so far.
And that's going to be good. We talked about the pistol rounds. We talked about the success from G2. That's one way they made a mark on this game to make sure it was nail in the coffin to be able to take down EG.
All right.
Also, I think the progression.
Let's get
on
pumped
Lotus
up for this
what we saw,
next
EG was starting
match.
To manhandle the
If
map,
100 Thieves
figure out
win
what was
this
going on
match,
and be able to just pinpoint
this would be the
exactly what
biggest
G2 was
like
doing,
upset
they were able to figure that out and break it apart and
I don't even
realize
know.
that's the way that EG
In a
wanted to
long
play
time, I
everything.
feel like.
Push him off those early pushes,
But,
get
like,
Superman back into his own sight.
let's just pretend like
and then
Madrid
we'll
and
have
the
as much
past
easy
VCT
time
never
as
happened,
If
and they were
look at
playing
the
each other.
series too, G2 never
You
really
know,
gave a chance here for
you wouldn't be
EG
like,
to
oh,
really set up
Sentinels
in
are
those
gonna smoke
situations
them.
where you really had to count down on a lot of these clutches.
Usually,
especially
it's
on that
like
Lotus
it
on
can
that
be
first
pretty
map.
close. I
Something
don't
that
know.
also happened for EG in that first series during kickoff, where
All right,
you
get
had
all the
two versus
Sentinel
four
fans in
clutches on
here.
Sunset, and then finally here,
Where's my
EG
tens at?
didn't give a chance for EG to really come back and get the momentum to win the series. But at least for G2, they got the series and they did it for net, and they did it. But let's send it down to the desk where Spix will do our Verizon post-match interview.
Thank you very much, Vansili, and congratulations, Valen. What a intense showing from the side of G2 and taking down EG. It has to be said, this is the beginning of stage
Are they
one.
gonna do
This
a
is your
post-game
first match
thing?
with Icy, and of course, with this win, you're now also getting revenge against EG for that very close 0-2 loss back at kickoff. So a lot of firsts, a lot of wins. Tell us what's going through your head right now.
I mean, I'm just really proud of the team. Like, we went through a lot of adversity the last couple weeks, you know, picking up Icy, who's a rookie, and he's been integrated in the system really well. As you can see, he's very aggressive, and he takes those timings on duelists. So he's the unsung hero of this new roster because he's making a lot of space for the team. Like, he's so selfless. He goes in with the utility. He usually gets his one, and from there, he just lets the rest of us shine. I'm just proud of the guys because it's been a tough couple weeks, but we did it. We got our revenge, but job's not done, and we're gonna continue working hard, and hopefully this new G2 continues winning.
That's amazing to hear, and honestly, you make it sound easy to integrate a new player like that, but the truth is it's far from it. It's actually very hard, and especially with the short amount of time that you had, what was it that you really focused on? Was it knowing that, okay, Leaf is gonna go to Sentinel, we're gonna make Icy shine as duelist? Was it really about
Jump in
focusing
the
on
practice range,
new strategies around that?
shoot some shots.
At first, we were trialing duelist and Sentinel players, but as soon as I saw Leaf on Sentinel, I literally messaged Josh right away. I'm like, Leaf is playing Sentinel on this team. A lot of people were confused with the roster change, like, why would you put such a star player on Sentinel? But it matches his playstyle well, and he's just such a scary player.
Restart my
to deal with
computer?
on
Are you
anchoring
kidding me?
sites, lurking. His shot is so clean, so you really don't want to peek that guy, right? And then have a more selfless, just go in, dive in player like Icy on Duelist. It makes a lot of sense for us, and I'm glad we were able to showcase that today.
I love to hear the confidence.
All right,
Also
never
see your
mind.
confidence on the server. You were fragging out of your mind.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm curious, now that you are, obviously you have this win here, you've been practicing with the team, it's clear that you believe in Icy as well as the new potential with this roster that you have. Now that you see the other competition, we're starting to see some results come out, and obviously you're scrimming these guys.
Right.
How do you think you guys stack against the other teams?
I think it's hard to say because we're still pretty new. I mean, my self-confidence tell me we stack towards the top. You know, of course, I'm gonna be biased a bit, but really, I feel like if we're on our A game that day, we'll be able to compete against any of the teams here.
Oh, look at who it is.
International event too.
Absolutely love to hear it. An amazing performance once again today. We are going to head to a short commercial break, but when we come back, it'll be a North American
I saw
showdown
the
with
bald
Legacy
head. Let's
taking on
go.
Sentinels.
He is smiling. All smiles. Bum bum bum. Bow. Bum 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 bum. I mean, they should steamroll 100 Thieves, but it's Valorant, brother. Anything can happen. Whoa, whoa.
Just come back. Let's double.
Send bundle, baby. Don't fail me now.
One enemy remaining.
Just come back. Let's double up.
Last player standing.
26 healed.
He's got a vandal.
Send bundle, baby.
Oh,
Send
bundle.
bundle.
I might actually buy it now. No cap.
Bro, I just bought it after watching them beat Loud today. I was like, you know what? They've
might
earned
buy
it.
it.
I've been saying I'd buy it after like every match.
Yeah, that shit was nuts.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Zelsus might be the best marketer of all time.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
He made a special deal with Rob Moore. It was just like, you're giving me a bigger cut because I'm gonna sell bundles.
Deadass, yeah.
Stay down.
Omen was here too. Could be playing it, man.
On his little head.
Dice.
Revealing area.
Oh,
30 seconds left.
Walk, one main.
Dark dart.
Silence.
Silver on it. Silver on it.
One enemy remaining.
On it.
Run him down.
He's a.
Run him down.
You guys just have to fight. Dice. Nice. Oh my god, those guys threw so hard. What the fuck? Good shit, guys.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Alright, they're poor.
Who's Phoenix on the right side?
I got that
Yeah,
shock
he was
dart kill.
man.
This I blind.
Look at these guys. We got a crew fan in the house.
Of course, going to 5 maps, the vibes need to be up, and I feel like you've been in charge of that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a joke always going around that I'm only the vibe merchant.
The
so
vibe
it feels
merchant.
really nice that I got to lift the trophy, especially with these guys. Like, they really believe in me, everything I bring to them and everything they bring to me. And for once, it feels like we have a real team who everyone wants to win, and I'm just glad we got it done.
Anything else you want to add?
True.
Sentinels bundle!
Yeah, man.
What's up, brother?
Yes, brother.
20 seconds and then the game will be back on.
114, brother.
114, brother.
It's Tuesday, brother. Tuesday.
I'm just getting deleted.
Ding. Yeah, well, chamber ding.
Yeah, let's just back up, y'all.
And I could see him. So weird.
Shut down.
He won my gun.
2v4, 2v3, 2v2.
114, winnable free.
114, brother.
71 on chamber. Wow, I only did for 71. Both A, go B, brother.
One enemy remaining.
Nice, brother. One more B.
He was close.
Thought I heard him mid, to be honest.
Planted. My ult is
He
ready.
was, in fact, mid, but he rotated out or something. And have a seat.
Nice.
Good aim. Thank you.
Got him.
Lego. Good aim.
Enemies are near. Enemies are near.
Alright, the game is back on. Enemies are, in fact, near.
Play our game plan, we absolutely can beat them. If we can just come in, beat the Masters champions, that'd give us a huge confidence booster.
I think if we give at least like 70-80%, we should win the match.
Oh, dude, don't be saying that. 70-80%. We should win.
There, Boosty. Welcome back to day 2 of VCT America
Kind
and our
of,
second match of the day. It's an NA classic. As you know, it's the clout battle between Sentinels and 100 Thieves.
Kind
I'm
of
Golden Boy,
toxic,
once again
bro.
joined this by my esteemed colleagues.
Now, one of these days,
Paula, Mimi, and Ender.
One of these days, we're going to come into this match and not say clout match.
No. Ooh, one day. It ain't ever that ain't ever. Good use of the sound effect. I'll take that. All right, well, let's talk about both of these teams having been, I would say, like quite a bit of a level up from the inaugural season to now. I would say quite a bit.
A little bit more than the other.
You don't feel that same? I mean, I think.
Mimi,
about
what's that
Sentinels are the best
voice?
team in the world. I feel like we saw 2 games from 100 Thieves, and they
Not
were
enough to
close,
give you-
solid
not
That's not fair. They played 6 whole maps.
Not enough to give you that confidence. Well,
I mean,
well, I think
bottom line is Sentinels beat Gen G, and Gen G was
insane for
insane.
today's match. But all is well, folks, because the hero has returned. As John QT is landed in
A hero has returned.
in the
Let's go, John QT.
Not gonna make his debut.
That's tough.
It would have been nice. It would have been fun. But
it's a good day for Sentinels.
It is a good day for Sen.
Yeah, I mean, they, of course, are going to be playing with the full strength of their roster, the Masters Madrid winners. And, you know, Ender, we're only on week 1 here, stage 1. But I tell you, it feels pretty nutty that we're getting a really prepped and ready Sentinels team that have just kind of been all over the world at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they went through the absolute ringer in Masters, right? Going down to the lower bracket, playing so many games to end up clutching up in that intense final. I mean, they were really challenged from a kickoff to Madrid, playing so many games, looking so good while doing it.
Remember, they were in the wild card finish in the group stage, right? They had to go all the way through.
Crazy.
G2.
Remember they played a show match against G2?
They had to win that one map to get there in the first place. Like lower bracket in Madrid, and then that as well. I mean, you're absolutely right. A complete gauntlet.
Yeah. And here's the thing. You know, we talked about the maps. They played a ridiculous amount in comparison to the rest of the field.
The maximum amount of maps that any team in VCT could have played was 45. And Sentinels somehow managed to play 41 because of the silly show match day and because of going to the lower bracket in Madrid. And when you compare them to the rest of the league,
That guy's giving me Grandma's Boy vibes. What is it?
Madrid,
That movie?
only 25 maps. You look all the way
Is
down.
my
the list.
eye like
Thieves
red
only
as
played
fuck, or
6
is it just
maps.
red as shit?
Sentinels have played
41 maps. Holy shit.
And the thing is, they did that road even before then. They played more than anyone else in Americas during the offseason. They come in here, they play everything. But it's ridiculous the amount of Valorant this team has played. And sure, you can give the argument there's tape out there, there's a target on the back, they're the best team in the world, everyone's gunning for them. That's all true.
Speaking about the tape, for me, like that's a crazy thing that they're able to win Madrid while having that much footage out there, win kickoff
but
while
also
having that much footage out there.
For a team that made big changes coming into this year, they've just had a ridiculous amount of time, a ridiculous amount of matches to really get used to this new roster, to feel so comfortable together. And you saw it there, them digging deep in that 5th map against Gen G where they weren't favored, having that experience to pull it out and win the whole damn thing.
That's how you win tournaments.
Yes.
I mean, straight up.
All right.
Having optimal play throughout the entire thing. It's stuff that you
Can
can't really
they
counter against. And don't forget, we're
pull it
talking only
off? I
VCT
can't wait
there.
to watch this game. It's gonna be so much fun to watch.
They've set
Because
themselves
we've
up
seen
here
them
to
play
go
so
on an
much
absolute
that
tear.
now like we kind of have a feel for how they
Too, is,
play.
like, they started getting found
It'll
out,
just be
right?
nice to
Remember,
see if they
their
can,
split was the best in the world.
you know,
Then they started
recreate
losing
that-
teams
that
on it,
play
and
style
they
that they
still
have.
were able to come back and continue making those adjustments. That is the most impressive
And what's
thing
even
to
more
continue
impressive,
that.
they were just doing that thing on the fly day in, day out. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm seeing-
literally day
I'm
after day.
seeing
Kaplan's
Kaplan
like
freaking out at
an
breakfast
hour
every
of
morning. Yeah, like it was very, very impressive to say
Yeah,
the least here. But
Kaplan,
let's continue to get a vibe check here and go
he
and check
definitely
in the
just
Doug,
didn't even
actually,
sleep.
standing by with Sassy.
Saucy.
Excuse me, gentlemen, excuse me. Sassy, if I may, a word. Sassy, anything. Sassy, just no? A crumb, a morsel, anything?
Wow, well,
It's just,
sad Doug.
they just walked right by. I hope they don't get too cocky though. That's what I'm worried about.
That was great. They clearly are. They're feeling themselves here, guys.
The fame,
the ego.
Yeah,
I miss the
I
old
always knew it was going to
Sentinels.
happen. Yeah,
I
do.
miss the Sentinels
yeah.
who lost every game. I don't.
What the fuck? Yo, get me out of here.
I mean, Sentinels 2021 win Masters.
No,
lose every game. I'm just saying.
All right, but see, the reason why I'm not worried about
I'm
this
just saying
is because I got a question
it
for
can
you guys
happen.
about that guy right there,
Which one?
Zekin. Is he considered to be, for your money at this point, the best in the world right now?
Yes.
First, ACS.
Ooh.
How much drugs is he on today? Is the
But
question.
I don't know if I can give it to him after Masters. Yeah, he's got my vote.
How many
He was just
scoops
on another
did he
level.
take?
And again,
How
it's
much
not just a
Adderall?
flash in the pan thing. The amount of maps he had to play and continually putting up press performance. It's not just the numbers.
It's
the way he
baby
works
it's
in
baby
the sight
tens.
is just
It's like Baby
on
Yoda,
another level. He is
but
so
the tens
locked in.
version.
I think for me, what I would say is form-based right
Baby
now, yes,
tens.
he's the best in the world. I think we still have a lot of players out there who we just haven't seen that much of. I mean, talking about all the Fnatic players. Yeah, where's Durka? Where's Alpha Year? Like, where are these guys at? These guys who were up there
we are in
last
store
year.
for a show.
Again, even Demon 1 you could put up in there as well. Like, we just haven't seen enough of them yet. Enough of them at a top level. Enough of them playing up into semifinals, grand finals sort of level. That I mean, right now Zekken's almost the only guy in the conference.
Yeah. I mean, if you're just taking like a biopsy of the moment, without a doubt, he's the best player in the world.
Biopsy of the moment. I love that phrase.
Biopsy of the moment. Yeah, what does that even
I don't know if I'm
mean?
qualified to do that.
The buzzer.
You're ready. Also, by the way, best thing to ever happen to the state of New Jersey, it was all downhill up until this guy came along.
Best thing
I
ever.
was saying until I got a biopsy. What?
As a New Yorker, I agree with you. Sorry, Liz. So, guys, let's go ahead and move on to 100 Thieves. They go out early in kickoff, but of course, their losses.
What's
they
even
take
happening in New
Sentinels,
Jersey?
team
You
they're
know?
about to face here today, and Leviathan. So,
All right, we got
I
Asuna,
think that, guys,
Bang,
there's certainly gonna be an uphill
Bustio,
battle here for 100 Thieves.
Cryo,
They're coming into this matchup the underdogs,
EIU.
100%.
How do you say his
Sure,
name?
but I also think this is a team that came
Is
with
it
a lot
actually
of
just
cool new ideas. They were
EIU?
able to take a map off of Sentinels, a map off of Leviathan there as well. He was playing a bunch of the Fade, and they're trying out all the stuff, right? The Gecko for Bustio, the Bustio up, maybe a little overcooked on that front. But I thought as far as
The
teams
funniest
went,
thing
with
is
a unique and forward-facing read on the meta,
the
100 Thieves
100
are one of my
Thieves
favorites.
comms were just Asuna fucking screaming.
Who thinks he's Kung Kung?
But for me, 100 Thieves is a team that I wanted to give a lot of time to. And I think actually throughout the offseason it was like, yeah, big, like they need a lot of time. But kickoff, I think, was impressive enough that I'm like, okay, they're probably going to get there. I think they could have a peak that is making an international tournament is very much possible for this team. I don't know how much further than that I would go.
Sure. But them coming out with the Gecko Fade stuff throughout that gave me a lot of faith in the system of Bustio and Zix and what they were bringing. It was the first time to me that 100 Thieves has felt
Bustio
fresh in like
is
literally
hot
almost
and cold,
3
right?
years that they're coming back and we're seeing
kinda
these
like
new innovative
Boaster.
ideas. On top of that, the new additions were looking great. Bustio
People
was popping
think
off.
like
He was bringing
they're
the
not
vibe.
the
had some
best,
great moments.
but
We
they
had
can
all the
pop
good
off
early signs, but they were in the
at
group of death.
times.
They got death. It happened.
Sure. They did get that. Now they're lifed back again. You know,
Sage ult, you know?
You don't just have to face down against 3 of the better teams in the league. But I will say
They do have to face the best team in the league, though.
especially on their bind map that they took off against Sentinels.
So
Yeah, their set exec, anything that was like very clearly pre-planned in terms of their hits or their retakes when they're playing this Gecko Fade comp with a ton of effective utility for clearing out spaces, that was always precise. When the rounds got more chaotic, I think that's when they tended to struggle a little bit more, and Sentinels found their groove. But this is a team that when they are in their element and they are doing the stuff they've practiced before, look really, really money.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a little challenging, I would say, for them to get too comfortable here, especially going up against Sentinels. One of the matchups that we're looking forward to here is going to be Cryo versus Tens, because you got 2 players that very much did similar things. They moved over to other supportive roles, but they still continue to carry that fragging potential that they've always had with them.
They have the same start to their trajectory. Top of the world, considered one of the best players in the world, then falling from grace and having a really tough season. But Tens has had a revival, right? Coming out here, looking incredible at Masters, switching over to controller almost full time and playing incredible there. And I think we saw some similar signs from Cryo, right? He was playing a ton of the controller in kickoff, and it's the best we've seen him look, I think, since the Chamber meta.
He looked really good at sort of holding his own on sites, in a solo anchor position. He's got the talent to be able to do that, but dodging around some of the smokes in those big highlight rounds was fantastic. I also think it's interesting that the similarities continue, even with the role
maps
swap.
are we gonna
You still
see?
got Tens dipping over into the Oru sometimes. Cryo's
Bind?
dipping over into the Chamber
Split?
too.
Right? They have those resources to be able to do that. That's what makes
But I
these
think
guys so
the
scary.
biggest thing is getting these guys off the primary dive agent.
Yeah.
Letting them play an agent where they have the flexibility to make
Valorant
their
needs
own
to add
plays,
more
but also can sit back,
dive.
can anchor a site, and just rely on those insane mechanics.
I think the most interesting part about it for me is Tens is such an aggressive player and Cryo is such a passive player.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
the
what do you
swap
even
still
do?
kind of makes sense on both ends,
Like
right? They still have the ability
satchels
to make plays,
are already
and it's working
taken.
out pretty
Dash
well
is
so
already
far.
taken.
I'm a little
What kind
bit
of
more passive or,
dive mechanic can you
bullish
add
on
to perfect game.
I mean, of course, he's just
You've got TP,
yeah, of course, but,
like
for
TP
me,
in
Mario
with
was the guy who was
Yoru.
getting criticized constantly in terms of like who they could change on this roster.
Is there like
coming
a
from last
maybe?
year.
And then you
Everybody
got,
was so
I mean,
hyped about him.
Yeah.
It's this guy. He's the
maybe like a
problem this year, but
teleport,
I
like
think
Omen,
they
but
found a way
for a
to kind of
duelist,
silence that right away here in kickoff. And
like a
right now,
faster
it's all
one,
about
or maybe
how
like
they can actually use Busio, his energy, and actually make something here with this team that
teleport
they can
in
have
with
some,
the shield
I don't
for
know,
like
some
a
incentive by
a
themselves to
second
make
or
plays.
something.
Yeah, I'm actually really glad you mentioned Busio because we actually have Smick standing by with Boosie to find out what his thoughts are going into this match.
Oh, let's go. Wait,
Morning,
didn't they already talk to him?
I think every player likes to have their own pregame ritual, and you have made it very clear you love holding that boombox. What do you typically like to listen to?
Any anime music, some like 90s
Anime?
emo, some rap. We listen to it all.
What did you play today?
Black Rover, Quaver, just a couple anime songs.
Amazing. Good
Let's
taste.
get
Good luck today.
pumped up with that music. I love
well,
that.
You know, I think something that we are certainly going to be looking out for, as you saw in the interview, that's just going to be how the vibes are for this matchup. And then on the other side of the stage, you got Zelsis. Now, this guy, we call him the Vibe Merchant, but now he's a Vibe Champion.
Vibe Merchant.
He's managed to hold it down and pick him a dub. So
Is that what you call someone when they win it?
he's a Vibe Champion.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
Champion of the world.
giving him the title. But this is going to play a role in this match, Ender.
Yeah, he's like the Vibes auctioneer because he's so actually loud, you know, getting out there.
He's a Vibes banker.
Always out of his seat, yeah. And even though, look,
It's a profession here.
Busio, he lost the Gecko.
Nice!
And I think we're all a little disappointed.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
that, but he's still out here bringing it round up.
It's really important to see what Busio can do.
Gotta have a Vibe Merchant on the team, I guess.
I'm worried that he's going to sell his services to some other team at the end of the year. He's doing it for multiple.
Oh dear. So guys, how are we feeling across the board? Does 100 Thieves have a chance to be able to pick up this win here, or are you guys going with the Masters Madrid winners?
To pick up a win.
2-1?
Look, I think they can pick up a map, but like Sentinels just won Masters. How can you ever vote against them, no matter how much time they have?
All right, folks. Well, I think we got our answer there. We got
True.
a sold-out crowd.
You can't
People
vote
are
against
hyped
them,
up and excited.
but
So
you-
let's send it down to the stage.
You
and get
can't
this show
say
started.
that 100 Thieves doesn't have a chance. Like there's,
Riot Games
I'd be
Arena,
like maybe
get
90,
ready
90,
for a
10.
classic North
It's gonna come down to
Showdown. Please welcome on stage our first
if
team, it's 100 Thieves!
you know, Sentinels come out hot. One thing that I feel like I live by is underdogs have like a secret power. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're playing someone better, you're gonna play up to them. If you're playing someone lower than you, you're gonna play down to them. It just kind of works like that, you know? Like you're yeah, you're just doomed sometimes. Like if you've ever played like Rocket League or something, like if you lose the game, your next game, you're gonna win because you just lost. So you really want that win. Whoever wants it more, you know, can just pop off.
Facing 100 Thieves are your Masters Madrid champions.
Masters Madrid champions, let's go. Woo, let's go. Pens with the trophy. Zekin, John QT, Zelsis, Saucy. Dude, Zekin walks like a robot, bruh. Pass it down. What's up, brother? He did it. He did the thing. Oh my god. What's up, brother? Kaplan. Coming out hot.
With trophy in hand, the
It looks like somebody did his hair. Because maybe he actually got some sleep.
You're coming out there, you holding the trophy, you know, it's kind of like holding over someone's head.
Just in case 100 Thieves forgot that Sentinels won it all.
In case you don't know.
Tenz's hair looks like
He's been in this
orange.
position before, being a world champ, coming back home, having a chance to defend that title again. For all these other boys, it's a new feeling, being on the top.
John QT had to travel from Morocco to LA today, so he could be a little jet lagged.
Or the target on.
I don't know if that even makes sense because like where he's actually at. I mean, bottom line, he had to get on a plane, sit on a plane and fly. You know.
I was very impressed with him. He's very committed to the gimmick.
I wonder if he had like, if he slept through it, or if he actually was like studying and stuff.
Much practice, right? John just got here like what yesterday, that sort of thing.
Oh, you got here yesterday? Okay, at least he had a day to like
That's
sleep
something
and.
to keep in mind too, right? If Sentinels manage to pick up this win here,
Let's go, boys!
like a month plus to do this. Oof. That's a kick in the gut.
Absolutely, the confidence will get shot a little bit more than it already is, I think, for a lot of the players in 100 Thieves. Yeah, the practice thing is huge. And from 100 Thieves' perspective, again, it's like you don't have much to think about in terms of what they're going to change here. You're going to think they're going to play very basic, a lot of defaults, that sort of thing, stuff that you don't need to practice as much.
We're getting a look at the maps here. So Icebox split Sunset. It will be fun. I do think that it's
Alright, so
important to say
I
for,
wonder if 100 Thieves
that, like,
picked
we've
Icebox
seen a few teams now already come in
because
with that practice
Sentinels
time.
aren't
Very
as good on it.
Running C9, right? We just saw
I
G2
love Sunset
come out
as a
and
third
just
game
trounce
though.
EG, so I'm not necessarily looking for win or loss here,
I mean, if they
because
get to
I don't
that,
really care
right?
when you're playing against Sentinels at this point. What I want to see is them come in with those strong plans we saw from kickoff. I want them to look better, and I want them to look better in the more chaotic round states.
If Sentinels win first game,
Sentinels wins that second half.
it's gonna be
They
really
have
tough.
they have Split and Sunset. That is just two of their best maps overall.
I mean, those are the maps that put them on their run, that eventually won them that championship.
I thought it was interesting the 100 Thieves did pick that split, though. I guess it's based off of the fact that, well, they got the playbook.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. And now Icebox first. This is one I think that 100 Thieves in the past has really struggled to figure
Be
out.
comfy on that mouse.
But it's kind of been the same for Sentinels, right? This was never a consistently strong map for them. They only won it in like that crazy pop-off at the end versus Gen G to eventually lift that trophy. But we're seeing some locks come through, and Saucy is going back to that Gecko, which we've seen a lot from him throughout their run in Masters Madrid and in kickoff as well.
Yeah, I think 100 Thieves are also playing some of the Gecko ideas too for some trap ideas. But I mean, honestly, like I feel like Icebox is in a really interesting point in the map right now, where really the main flexibility in what you're
Second
comes
on
down to
Killjoy.
what plants a spike. Is it a wingman? Is it a sage wall? Is it a harbor coat?
Boostio on Killjoy.
Ends up shifting around, and based off of that, you can have a few different reads. Harbor gives you more flexibility. Sage gives you the ability to sort of entrench yourself.
John
very, very
QT
nicely. But the Gecko
on
gives
Viper.
a lot more proactivity. And I think a guy like Saucy, a team like Sentinels, really enjoy having those looks.
I think this is a must-win.
Ryo on Jet.
Based off what we said about the map, the whole map pool earlier, Icebox is definitely going to be a spot where they have a bit better of a chance, and they have to win if they want a chance in the best of three.
They absolutely do.
We
What I'm
got
looking at in this map
Asuna
is really
on
the head-to-head
Gecko.
between two world champ IGLs, between
And
Boostio
then we
and
got
John
Tenzon
QT.
Omen.
For both of these guys,
KO.
right, they've kind of proven
Right.
themselves in the set stuff, mainly for
Duh.
Boostio. But for John QT, it came down to the scrap, came down to the adaptation. That's what we need to see more from 100 Thieves in this match.
Well,
Viper
we are ready
is
to get into the game, so
nerfed right now a little bit.
go ahead and give us your
There's not a lot of control on this
It's gonna be a banger.
this
We
map.
send it over to your
No.
casters, the dynamic duo known as Baby Doug.
Baby Doug somehow gets worse every time. Dre, I'm very... What?
What's up, brother?
Oh God.
Unbelievable.
Everybody.
How did you get me to agree to... Forget it. The point is, we have Sentinels, we have 100 Thieves, we've got a banger of a matchup. I think we do need to talk about Icebox right at the beginning. Bala was talking about how it felt
He's
like
everywhere.
This map is a must-win if you're 100 Thieves, because if you
Sketch
don't
is
see traction here,
in the mind of
Sentinels
every
should, in theory, run away with
man
the rest of it. Do you agree with that?
right now.
I actually do agree with that, and looking forward into the map pool as well.
What's
you
up,
have
brother?
These raised heavy maps where like we're gonna see Asuna on that role, and I think yeah, you're right. If they can actually snag this map away from Sentinels, you have a higher chance of beating any team. Really, when you have Asuna on that raise, he's looked great.
Oh baby, here we go.
Plays out 100 Thieves on the attack. Sentinels looking to keep up and really
Kill
continue
him,
where they
Joe.
left off from Madrid, walking out with the hardware and everything, and quite frankly, I don't blame him. It was well earned, but the defensive side here is about to be tested. An A, they've got a bunch of utility to hopefully keep
Oh, we got Spike.
As the spike hits the ground.
We got Spike and Asuna is already 56 health.
Quiet moment. There's so much going on around the map. Dre. You've got a 3-man flank coming in through Spawn. You've got a
Where's
little
that
bit happening
bot?
from Zelsis as well.
Oh, Zelsis is dead.
They're so worried about.
Oh, he got away. He got away.
Shown since he updrafted earlier, but Tens is still not missing a beat. The human aimbot back in action, bringing it over from Madrid.
All right, let's see the retake.
He's been so great. Even in Madrid, he looked phenomenal.
He looked world class.
Yeah. And again, better than ever, which is like, I mean, that's tough.
Speaking of which, pushing forward, spotting the IGL, 100 Thieves. Feeling the pressure and handling it beautifully. Yes, Celsius was there on the other side. Saucy's just going to hold the defuse. Sentinels are going to get it.
What
honestly,
was that?
Very effortless.
They're so confident in their retakes, and they don't skip a beat. They understood that Cryo made a lot of presence in that mid area early on. And I thought Cryo played his spot pretty well. I mean, he delayed long enough, made the entire enemy team re-clear him, but it just wasn't enough. And the chemistry right
So
here
did they know he
Celsius
was there because
and Tens,
Zelsis was
it was
holding mid and
amazing,
he was like,
Tens
yo, he
knows
never
that when he's
crossed
taking
back?
top shots on the guy on the left side, that someone probably was swinging from the right. Celsius is already trained on that angle, and it ends up just being a 2v1. Beautiful start to this game for Sentinels. And Zekin. He's so confident. Pops that dash.
At the ready with Guardian in hand. No one dare challenge. At least not yet.
Get him!
And now as he spots 3 different heads.
A little scary. Oh, Tyson.
Oh.
Bossy!
Boosty was going to get a timing.
When you're Boosty on the spot, you hear the KO running away. You're like, oh,
I'm
got
good.
it. I got the timing.
Exactly.
But no. Saucy's right there for some reason, you know? Oh, what is he cooking with this pop flash?
It's a little something over the wall.
Really?
Try to fight through. Again, still haven't managed to get the spike down. It's sitting on the floor as they try to win out their fights. He used the only one left, and he falls shortly thereafter. Sentinels continue to cruise.
Nice.
Whoa,
And a lot of
good
gun
start.
switches from the side of Sen. So this is a pretty healthy bonus round for them. Like this could be very devastating for 100 Thieves if they don't get early kills.
It's been 605 days since 100 Thieves' last victory versus Sentinels.
Yikes. Dang.
Quite a bit of time, bro.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
How many times have they
You were
played?
just mentioning the bonus and how much of a healthy buy Sentinels have here. It's a share for Tens, but rifles surrounding it. Zekin again, alone up here, has the dash to get away, to jump out. A little damage dealt onto Cryo, but that's all it is for now.
Hey, look at the support. He has John QT just sitting top site, watching his cross. And probably a molly will come out, I'm assuming, after John makes the contact. So Zekin can just hold down this yellow area. And when you have control of this, you have so much information. So as soon as this A utility comes through from the side of 100 Thieves, you're going to see
All right, Saucy.
clear out this B area and maybe rotation.
Tell the team to rotate.
Seems
They're
like
droning.
He's ready for it. He's waiting.
This should be the cue for Zekin to start prodding for a little bit of information.
Again,
shortly.
I think Bang has a lot to do here. If he can oh, but the knife's going to give him
Wait.
away.
Oh, yeah, I was like, why is Cryo
Zekin
behind
with an
yellow?
understanding that there is someone waiting. Gets a kill
Ooh,
onto him. And he was
baby.
smooth, steady with it.
That
They're
is a
rotating
huge kill.
back.
But you see this, the rotation's still coming into A. This is actually really good IGLing from Boostio.
And I guess maybe you make it a little bit more sellable with Cryo being the only one A, but the rest of 100 Thieves has gone B, and they're doing so quietly.
This is a really, really
All right,
good
well,
call
they're going to
from
get the
Boostio.
plant, but
I'm very impressed with this. And they have complete control of site. What do they do with it, though? Do they
this
try
is
to
pretty
get pushed up through the
even.
area?
I mean,
Boostio,
gun-wise, it's
the
not.
IGL himself.
Now, does
It's such an
somebody
unexpected
predict
position.
Hall? Or, yeah,
It
Hall.
is a one and done, but he is just going to have a one here.
Oh,
If
it's
he wins
Zelsis on the other side. The elbow has been spotted. The bullets swing out, and Zelsis
Oh,
falls.
oh, he
Boostio
only gets
tries
one.
to drop into another kill, but ends up dropping to his death.
And that's the alarm bot.
Start to see some.
It's gonna get half?
Through Cryo
No.
on the late flank. The dash is proc. The first is found. And an attempt at a reaggress is John. Looks like he's going to be able to get it to half. He still has so much to deal with. 100 Thieves on the board.
Wow.
Okay.
Boostio's IGLing in this round was an absolute... It was just an absolute wonder to watch. I mean, yeah, Bang died early, and you know how hard it is on a map like Icebox to win a round when you don't have Viper smokes up? But he understood that they showed so much presence toward the A side of the map I don't know what that was, but they showed so much presence towards the A side of the map. They understood that they baited the rotations out, and then when Zekin gets that kill on Bang, it solidifies that even more. Okay, everybody's probably towards A, because after he killed Bang, he didn't see anybody else on the screen. There's no reason to stay.
That Knife didn't tag anyone else either. It was just that one. Yeah, you're right.
And then to have the heads-up awareness to, you know, try to even it out. You understand that it's a 4v5. You have to make
I mean,
even. And
that was a
plays like
bonus.
that. The reflank from Cryo was all really well done.
They didn't get many kills.
No Gecko util yet.
Ooh, that Sova
And a delay
drone
is
got
to wait out the
destroyed. I hate when that happens.
That dagger hit a lot of people, and you know, the big key difference in this map is the Sova and the KO. That's what I'm saying, that the Gecko ult.
He's gonna take it
played
back.
out all of A side.
They've taken so much space, but can they hold it? We've talked so much about the prowess it is to set free.
Oh, Cryo! Oh my god.
That was insane. Is Cryo back?
That certainly looked like it.
Oh my gosh. They just lined up for him right there.
Thrash isn't done with you.
I like how 100 Thieves in these post plants are playing a little bit aggressive, having people pushed up in these spots, not allowing Sentinels
It's all
to
good,
just
it's
do
all
their
good.
set retakes that they have. And I think that's a important thing to do against a team like Sen, who are so rehearsed and dialed in on these retakes. You want to disrupt them, not
Gecko
let them
ult's
have their
kind of
perfect
like
finish of
Ray's
that,
ult
because
in a way,
honestly,
right?
with how Sen have been playing, and we saw it in Madrid, 9
Just
times
take
out of 10
space
they're
with
gonna
it.
lose. Nice round. Nice 4K from Cryo there.
I imagine we're going to get a look at that one again.
Yeah, that was clean.
So Dizzy was really slow.
He hits the nice collab there, but that little peek, killing Zekin before that flash actually connects onto him is everything.
Collat.
I love the little nod.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, that was me.
Uh-huh.
All me.
5-2 for the Duelists, 1 away from Blades. Still rocking the Phantom, and they're playing so soft on A here. You see how far back they're playing, I guess expecting some aggression from the defensive side. But in fact,
very wise.
Oh, and in fact, it's actually B. Where
Break the drone, break the drone.
And pressuring. Zekin has to dash away. They've left a little trap.
It's all a bait. It's all a bait.
It's tucked in there. It is. Finds 2.
Oh, let's go.
And this is why I love Saucy.
3v2.
I feel like he makes the correct play so many times. Like, yeah, he could have sat there like and just tried to challenge and gotten the kill and maybe secure the round had he gotten it. But if he dies, he understands that the entire round opens up for him.
Oh, good info, good info, Zally.
I mean, and yes, Saucy was a part of it, but I love the layers.
Zaddy, as they say.
It had to have been seen, right? Or else the threat isn't there. And then he dashes away and they think, oh, it might be free. And then 10 sets up that 2K. That was perfect.
Yeah, a little pop flash from
Not over. Crowd's pretty
Saucy showing there as
worked
well.
up.
Just a nice little bait and switch.
Where's that dart?
Cryo knows he has to do something here. He has to get an early pick onto this retake.
Try to get numbers back in their favor.
And Saucy's so smart to use it from there. To use the Gecko ult from there.
It didn't get a ton of value, though.
You can pick it back up, bro.
Not early.
It's
Cryo
all
dashing
good.
backwards. EU. Not far
They're
off.
taking little pieces.
That's
my
the
gosh.
first. And now we're at 2s. Now this becomes far more possible, far more doable. But Saucy drops the first. Cryo, the hero of the previous round.
Yep. Hey, let's
Yeah,
go.
not updrafting away from justice there.
Let's go. Grab the gun.
And yeah, it was a very early ult. Like, he used it from so far back, Saucy did, but I actually think it was so good because with the
Right,
way
yeah,
that
let's do this.
Are playing these post plants so far, you can tell, especially when they're down numbers.
Oh,
they're
10's
trying
got
to find
65 on
something, anything.
Silva.
So just denying that early pick and getting that dash out early,
Sure.
I mean, it makes a difference.
Let's go.
10's already at 6
Sentinels.
assists.
Yeah, it's been a great start for him.
I mean, man, this guy cannot be stopped this year.
Check in with a couple of ults on the side of 100 Thieves, Cryos, Blades, but more importantly, EU has his ult too.
Shoot it.
Cryo starting to feel some of the pressure that Zekin takes, and there's the ult that we were
Oh, he
just
ripped
referring
it.
to. This tandem has been very effective for 100 Thieves so far. Second's not able to find any values. 100 Thieves continue to push towards A. Saucy's left alone. The only thing keeping them apart.
No way. No way.
Is the wall.
Oh, no.
Such a tough situation to convert into. Zelsis getting one with 4 more to find and nothing doing.
And Tens actually got caught lacking up on that top gen. He actually made that jump as a KO. It's actually really cool that he's able
Wait,
to do that.
he got that jump?
A character like KO to be up there, but I mean, just gets taken out by the wide swing from Cryo, and then
How the fuck did he make that jump? That's insane.
This is the dangerous thing about, you know.
What are we doing?
Huh?
What the hell was that?
Break that down or something? I don't know.
Well, as you can see,
that's your job.
Yes.
Turning attention over to round 7. Glider by for Sentinels. Zelsis with a stinger. All attention B. Behind the Viper wall. Boostio's ult online and invested.
And a fast pace, too. This is like right off the rip of the round.
Alright, son, get this round.
Is so far from 100 Thieves. Taking control of all that B space, putting the KJ ult down.
Yeah, honestly, I like the pace too because you don't really give an opportunity for Tense to use his ult reactively. They're going to take so much space though. Bang has gotten behind them. The timing
Oh
of this
my
is
god,
huge.
Asuna.
They all fall. Another one in favor of 100 Thieves.
I need to do that more often, like
fast, decisive
go B,
kind of playing
lurk
semi-slow.
Lurk up kitchen.
Showing a lot of utility at A in the previous round. Now just going for the B split with late lurks.
Sentinels calling a timeout, giving us a moment to discuss what we're seeing here. I think for 100 Thieves, they look confident, they look comfortable, they don't look phased by really anything. They're playing their game at their pace, under their own terms, and it's working.
I think they have a great game plan so far. They've been doing a lot of pressure in this mid and A area of the map, and that kind of opens up that entire B. And when you have B site down, I feel like it's so much harder to retake on B than it is on A.
Yep.
So I really like the way 100 Thieves have approached this.
Do we need stronger mid control?
Even Cryo, he just looks so much more confident than what we've seen in, honestly, previous matches compared to last year. Everything like off the rip of pistol round, you know, just jumping up on top of that mid area and just being a menace, just making Sentinels have to clear him out while his team plants the bomb. A little bit of a slow start from Sentinels as well.
Still
in the gun rounds.
Yeah, there's still plenty of Valorant to play as well, but you're right. I mean, 4 of the last 5 going in favor of 100 Thieves. It's not too shabby of a streak. We'll see how things change on the other side of this timeout. Saucy, the only one from the defense with the rifle. Meanwhile, if you look at the side 100 Thieves, they've got resources for days.
Alright, don't
And their ult
overextend.
cycles are starting to come online. Many of them just 1, 2 points
See if we can
away.
get some picks here.
There's real danger of a snowball becoming an avalanche. And Sentinel's just getting
Oh, the
crushed under.
dash.
Oh my god. Talk about comfort. Cryo's sitting cozy right now.
He's
Yeah, it's really hard to dash with Jet. Like you can get stuck on
Make a
corners.
statement right now. Yeah, you may have won Madrid, but I've been sitting here watching you play and I want it.
And yeah, these are eco frags, but I think again we talk so much about confidence and we talk about what that does to play throughout the rest of the map. I think it has pretty tremendous implications.
Spam it.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
and
don't spam
especially
it.
on the duelist role, I think it's very important. To be warmed up and heated up and have that confidence when you're swinging players to, you know, not just swing to swing, but to swing to kill. You know, there's a big difference. When you have the intent of someone being there, you're just more dialed in on your crosshair. You hit every shot like he just did.
Come on.
Look at this.
Oh!
I mean, it wouldn't be Zelsis if he didn't get a kill with the send bundle.
Last player standing.
Shonky T tried getting into it. Zelsis not able to convert on another, so nothing really saved. 100 Thieves with the 2-round lead. EU 1 away from having his ult online. Bang has his carried into the 9th.
Alright. 7-5 is still possible.
Timeout was mainly for this first gun round, so let's see what Kaplan.
Kaplan's cooking.
Here's the replay.
Got stuck.
It really looks pretty easy for Cryo right now. It's not like he's hitting some
Nice little
insane
sidestep.
shots. It's just very, very good crosshair placement.
This is gonna be fun.
I think one notable difference here, Zekin has the op. First time of the map, if I'm not mistaken.
And it's going to be hard to clear him out without having that KO knife to, you know, tag him, find out where he is, because there's a lot of unbreakable knives that you can throw that'll give you that info.
Oh, it's going to be on Boostio to go exploring and hunting, fishing, perhaps.
Yeah. I love this Viper wall. It allows you to lurk into the spot that Boostio's at, play the mind games, listen for the rotates.
I think
and if anybody pushes up, you can punish.
Yeah, but I think the interesting thing is this is the same thing we saw a couple of rounds ago, but it was Bang. Right, who was in this exact position.
Yeah.
With Zekin on the other side. Now, mind you, previously it was a knife from tens that gave that away. Doesn't seem like it's going to be the case this time, but...
And that's a great shout, and I wonder if Bang is going to show somewhere on purpose so the enemy team understands, oh, you know, we saw the default before, and he was actually lurking at B, so maybe if he shows
Once
somewhere,
Ten's knife up, he's got it. Okay. He...
That might make the rotate.
Did he get any?
From Sen, go to A site, but not budging.
Second has been patient in his positioning. On the loose. Reasonably so, given that John's over his shoulder. The Thrash invested A.
That's the second one.
Yeah. And that's the hit.
Another free site.
And again, it comes down to retakes, but this time there are two considerable tools to work with. They have Zelsis's ult. They have Sasi's ult as well.
Wow, look at this Viper ult. That is
Yeah,
so cool. Gets a little cubby.
That
over
pit.
there. And of course, Cryo playing in front of his team.
And Bang playing tucked away as safe as humanly possible. There's going to be a late flank.
His timing is really bad.
If the timing is right, Cryo and Asuna have fallen. And Bang is going to join. Oh, everything fell apart on this one. It didn't get to half, but it's a 1v5, and there's plenty of time.
What is he alting?
Retakes again.
Ball was committed in that. I don't know if I agree
Oh my
with that.
god.
1v5. That's a tough round to win, but yeah, the retake was amazing.
1v5. So ball. I mean, they were stacked up. So all to the left next time.
Small little details make it impossible, because if that molly doesn't come through, Bang can survive and get back into the gas.
Right. Cryo had some really bad timing.
Spam on the bomb with the soul vault, and everyone's one-shot kill. And we saw, you know, Cryo still tried to disrupt the retake, but that KJ ult, I mean, he had to push back after he used that dash.
Some real bad timing.
Lucio has an off in play.
He could have got two for sure.
Let's see if he can catch anybody off guard early on.
He's been historically good with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, Bang told him from the previous round, hey, Zelsis likes to peek under the tube, so that's why I think he bought it. He's holding that under tube area. And as I say that, Zelsis gets a pop flash peek, but info gathered. That's it.
The alarm bot left to protect. And now 100 Thieves have a moment to slow things down. As really
Minute 10 on the clock.
In a couple of these rounds. I do think the interesting thing about how we've seen them play this attack side is that it's been dynamic.
Mike's going towards A.
They've been more methodical and meticulous.
And even mixing up the sites that they're doing it at.
Possible pipes pick here. Knives versus op.
To its full potential.
Boostio
Looking for from Boosty.
with the op.
What do they do with it now?
Cryo with the pick.
That was pretty.
The dash out.
And he gets the info, KO being there. And look at B.
He's so
He's
far
inspecting?
He's gotten behind them.
30 seconds left.
If there's an attempt to save,
Oh god, get in sight, get in sight, get in sight, get in sight. Y'all are gonna die.
They're running circles around Sentinels right now. Cryo's playing well. Bang is getting space. Boosty's picking people with the op. This is a great start for 100 Thieves.
And you see the game plan right now when they do their AD.
I mean, this is their map,
getting
so
somebody inserted, whether it's Boostio, whether it's Bang.
I think
that B area of the
when
map, just
it
listen
comes
for
down to the last
rotations.
couple
And,
rounds,
I mean, they could have gone back there.
Sentinels are gonna pop off.
Yeah.
And this was yeah, that knife was insane.
That was pretty. I think the tough thing is too, we saw Zelsis set up the alarm bot mid, which is generally, if you're gonna get a late hit,
They're just slowly taking
that's where it's
space.
coming from. It's so much harder to worry about the exact opposite side
Can we get a
of the map
pick
in
here?
situations like that. So again, I think indicative of how 100 Thieves are really looking to play the entire map.
Yeah. And they invest a lot of utility early on to take control of whether it's early A, this time it's early B.
Oh no.
Ready for it.
Yeah.
And again, 100 Thieves.
That
find
Viper
themselves in a
wall
big,
gives
again, in a numbers
you
advantage.
that space.
And it's just one, but you just can play things so much more freely here.
Whoa.
Pit invested by John.
But they're already yellow.
I mean, there's a player
Don't
just
step
on the
out.
other side.
Oh,
He
beautiful
still gets through on the
flash.
boosty, and that was the immediate threat.
That could have been very dangerous for Sentinels, but that pop flash from
All right,
Tyson
It was perfect.
amazing.
Again, showing proficiency on the roll.
Zelsis here. Yep.
They're leaning back A. They still have a lot of Zelsis' utility.
One for
to play
top
around.
plant.
They've got all of the KJ utils. Zelsis falls though. It's no longer around.
30 seconds
John's
left.
going to be late on the rotation too. So you imagine Sentinels are going to wait for everyone to get together and then attempt this retake.
This is so hard. Everyone pushed up here, but this flank has to everything right now.
But even then, I mean, you have to be able to alleviate some of the pressure on the front, and they just can't.
It's too late.
Bang gets a couple of big kills, and John has no choice but to save.
I like that they're up
100 Thieves are
4-3,
up
100
7.
Thieves, and they decide
4.
to all play in and take the fight. 2 Sentinels once again. They didn't even care about the flank. They're like, all right, let's just flip it. Why not? And I think 100 Thieves should have an idea that John went to go save that off. And they've been doing a good job not getting, first blooded by anybody from Sen. Using a lot of utility, like I said, on their defaults early on.
Yeah, that's huge.
Committing the drone, committing the Gecko Flash.
I think
kicking it back
you-
up, and then just holding. Or depositing something.
You
and
just
going
play
back to the other side.
yellow.
That was big.
Yeah.
Because again, I think we've seen a lot of situations where 100 Thieves have a numbers advantage, and it's because of little plays like that.
Yep.
Where they're just so much more comfortable.
And
They should have waited a little longer for
into that, but with the way that
the
100 Thieves
flank.
have been playing,
Right.
he has to re-clear that to understand if they're there or not. Because
All
they've
right,
been leaving
who
alert
do
a
we
lot
got?
of times. Yeah, he
We got
catches that one
Salty
look out.
here now.
I mean, that can give you the edge in the round.
A beautiful hat from 100 Thieves so far. Still 1 round left to play. Odd shot rattled. Thrash invested. Celsius has been here a couple of times. Gets a timing. I thought he was going to get punished by Bang. Wow.
Oh.
But they continue to double down.
All right, 7-5, baby.
It feels like for the first time in a little while, Sentinels have a big numbers advantage. EU and Asuna, the only one around. Asuna falls, EU joins them.
Alrighty. 7-5. Doable.
Not bad. Not bad at all. 100 Thieves looking pretty good. But can they keep it up on the defense?
Both the disease.
Switching sides.
Or the wingmans.
Sentinels is not a team that just rolls over for teams.
Huge kill.
They make it hard every single time. And we've seen them in a way bigger deficit and come back on their attacking side.
I think the one benefit for Sentinels is they've been in positions like this before. They've played more rounds than anyone else, and they're comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Smix is standing by with
I mean,
Masters Madrid
pistol rounds get 2,
Let's take a look.
7-7.
Thank you very much, Doug. The crowd loves you. The crowd loves you, Curry. It is such a pleasure to have you here with an introduction like that as well. Is this your first time here in the Riot Games Arena?
Yeah, this is my first time being here at the arena. It's amazing. I mean, the crowd is amazing, and I mean, Sentinels are gonna win this game too.
We
There
were
you
chatting
go.
a little bit before this interview started, and I could tell that you were super, super confident. And even when Cryo was popping off, you were saying, oh, I believe in these guys. They're the best team in the world.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Icebox is probably one of the worst maps for Sentinels. So even if 100 Thieves do get this map, Sentinels are gonna win this series 2-1.
I know that you have
Yep.
had an experience that not many players get to have, which is you actually got 3 days to practice with these guys, scrim with them. What was that experience like for you?
I believe we played like 12 scrims and lost 1 scrim, even though I was subbing in with Celsius IGLing. So, I mean, I just experienced how good this team is, and yeah, I mean, they're just insane. I don't know what else to say.
Okay, last
They
question for you.
are
In an
indeed
alternate
insane.
universe,
Let's
it could
go.
have been you up on that stage. You're making a face, but what do you think that would have been like for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very confident. Like, I legit felt like we were unstoppable from scrims. So, if I was playing, whether John or me are playing, like we were gonna be 100 Thieves anyways.
All right, love to hear that confidence. We'll see if that confidence comes to fruition as we head back to the map with Doug and Baby Bay.
Thank you so much, Smix. Yeah, Dre, I think the big takeaway is that Curry's up next.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be him.
What's up, brother?
Nate Shot might have some things to say about that, but I mean, he is him. We saw him in the offseason actually sub in for C9, and he looked phenomenal, honestly. Played some of the best Valorant I've seen him play in a professional setting.
We'll see if that confidence translates.
All right, let's get this pistol round right here.
Sentinels are still down 2 rounds against 100 Thieves, and yeah, you can have the conversation and discourse around whose map pick it was and whatnot, but the truth is, it really has felt like 100 Thieves have had control of the majority of this map. Asuna already farming an early orb.
Yeah.
His pistol's big though on a close map like this. Cryo getting his
Cryo
first
gets
getaway
one,
is
but he's
big.
down to 65.
That's awesome.
So that's like
4 people here.
that's 2 to the body. You know, 3 to the body.
Tucked on top of this area. I don't know if he's
Or 2 if he's got a wing or
might just get free kills
a
right
deagle.
Yeah, and he's tucked. Oh, the Dizzy might be a problem. The flash just 2 drops down, plays his life for now. Cryo swinging backside as Saucy commits to the
Nice,
play.
nice.
Does anyway.
Tens gets
doing
2.
his best to will this thing back his way. But 2v2 falls into Boostio left alone.
They didn't see him though.
No, they're both weak. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Big from Saucy, big from Sentinels.
He went insane.
Huge round.
Seriously. The kill that he got on the Bang, I believe it was like an insta. And they were in a Viper's pit, all 3 players. So the fact that he just 2-tapped him like that quickly.
Let's see the replay.
It was crazy.
And again, that was off of an opener from Cryo. They had the numbers advantage, and yeah, in pistols, that doesn't quite mean the same, but they had a lot of things.
Let's go, Saucy.
Smiles. I'd be smiling too if I would have pistol that way. You were down.
Yep.
Big.
No buy, no investment from the defense. Really, other than the fact that 4/5 of their team are sitting B, and that's where a lot of Sentinels are as well. Whoa! 1 kill.
Clean it up. Clean it up.
By Bang, but you imagine the rest
Last player
will fall
standing.
shortly thereafter. John with 3. Yeah, he may have just gotten off the plane, but he seems to be clicking just fine.
QT with 3. Let's go.
And yeah, 100 Thieves lost these last 2 rounds, but both times they had the majority of the players in the right spot. They had 4 people B when Sentinels did the B default. They had 4 people on A when Sentinels went for the pistol round at A. So the reads are in there, like, so clearly the prep is good. They understand how Sentinels likes to play this map. Cryo, early off.
Light armor too.
And he's going for a mid pick.
Well, that's not the target he was looking for.
He decides
We just
to not
dodged
shoot the
that.
turret there, and I wonder if Celsius
You don't want them to know the op. That would be insane if you
We're
knew
gonna have
that.
to keep a close eye on how many thrashes we got. Saucy's already gotten his first. Spotted 2, if I'm not mistaken. But Bang boldly staying. The Dizzy in 1, the flash on the other from the KO.
Celsius with 2. Saucy.
But Saucy's getting in on it as well. This was really where things feel like they were supposed to.
Doing it down to
100 Thieves were
10.
supposed to be able to fight back with weaponry.
Oh man.
And it's all onto EU now. A 1v4.
Oh, 10s with the stinger swing.
Sentinels look good on the attack side.
And we got upgraded guns.
And like I said, like we've seen Sentinels
Let's
be down
go.
crazy amounts. Most notably on Sunset of all maps, but when they get on that attacking side,
oh wow,
and they can control the pace of the rounds, they can do things like this. And winning the bonus is so huge. It just completely ruins the economy of 100 Thieves and basically just gives you infinite money for the rest of the half if you're Sentinels.
It's just such a cozy lead they've given themselves. But again, for as many times as we've seen that, we've seen teams pull out a thrifty win with circumstances that you think they wouldn't or shouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
We'll see if 100 Thieves can do a bit of the same. Already hot to trot, rotating B.
All 5 players.
This is just like what we saw 2 rounds ago. But this time they have a thrash.
Oh, great molly from John there.
And you farm this line. You farm this hold so many times, you can get another.
Don't. No, now they got guns.
The thrifties. John has to go huge here in this mid area of the map.
A shuffling of the weapons, Bang and Cryo, the 2 with rifles. John has much to do about it. And he often delivers for his team. Gets the first mollies and gets away, buys some time.
Look at Celsius.
He's just a nuisance right now.
No!
A slight miss. And Bang cleans him up. The Thrifty comes through.
I almost pulled it off.
Some stabilizing. It falls apart.
And I spoke about economy, but it doesn't even matter when you Thrifty right back after losing the bonus. So they're still in it. Easily could have been a 9-7.
I think that's what most people expected.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they shouldn't have pushed B so hard right here. They're landing on a vulnerable.
At the right time. And that's a large part of why they were able to convert this round.
I think that
Timing.
may have team flash there. On the Zekin at the top, because when he dropped, you know, we saw it. Like he had Zekin had like all the white on his face, so
All the white on his face.
Flash there from Tyson. Ended up being in the benefit of 100 Thieves there.
Cryo's got the op on B.
To buy.
Bang, taking some space.
This is gonna be the 1-2 punch combo.
10's gonna clear that with knife. 18 seconds on knife.
A little up down. Wow.
Dude, Cryo
he did his homework. He understands where Saucy likes to throw that Gecko Flash and what the gap is. And it's on that top box.
I mean, if nothing else,
So well played.
They look prepared.
Yeah.
We got Gecko ult.
Decided to walk into the site there. They had an up
Oh no!
Unlucky knife. See if they can navigate around that. Ten's pushing forward. Dizzy grouping everybody.
Oh my gosh!
How much more can
Crowd's in there?
And he's gonna continue to push right past the wall, right past the defenses.
Wow.
Right to another for 100 Thieves.
Yo,
wow.
He's looking crazy right now.
He's got a 20 bomb.
He just ran straight into sight from heaven with a shorty, picks up a rifle, and then just pushes through the Viper wall. Yeah, this guy's feeling it.
Yeah.
Later.
A one-round lead for 100 Thieves just when it seemed like Sentinels was going to be able to roar this thing back and kind of run away with it. You see
What
the
can we
resilience
do here?
from the defense. The op currently sitting B. That's not where the attack is headed.
So far for Sen, we haven't really seen a lot of like lurking or any type of pressure in mid too much.
That hits?
Just stacks everywhere.
EU with the flash in his face has to give the space up.
Jeez.
Now Asuna getting a bit of the same treatment.
Nice.
Unfortunately walks into a molly, takes some damage, and then dies.
That gives the KJ all.
EU has no real way out of this.
Is he gonna stay and try to kill as many as he can?
I think he is.
Look at Bang. Fine.
Do they clear him? Oh no. Oh, that's like a jump scare. It's a horror game. But Cryo and Bang still get a couple. And now Tens is left in a 1v2. Quiet though.
We got a lot of time.
Another potential Tens moment on the cards if he can pull off this 1v2. Blades used. Cryo has been confident. He's been consistent. Oh, he's been calculated.
Oh my god.
Wow. And I like that from Bang. He had the perfect flank, takes his time, gets his one or two, and then
100 Thieves are
groups up with Cryo there
looking
just to
good on
secure
this
the
map.
2v1. They don't want to give these 1v1s to anybody from Sentinels because they know
This Gecko is a huge
if you give them the shots.
agent in these maps.
And this A hold so far from 100 Thieves, it's been very aggressive.
Did he not feel safe there anymore? Like,
even Asuna there, like he could have tucked behind the box the whole time, but he decided to go for a swing. Yeah, gets punished
swings
that time, but that is the game
the
plan.
spike
They're all fighting, and they're fighting
back around
together.
into the op.
And it's worked. I mean, it's working in wonders, really. We've talked so much about Cryo, and I think that's something that we need to continue to highlight because it's not just that he's having a good game. He's having an outrageous games so far, 23 and 11. He's been confident every time. It seems like, you know, I think about John QT getting the kill while he was planning there on EU.
Hens looks pissed.
Instantly punched back with the kill with the op, and that was
Zelsis needs to get them
such a
going.
small moment where it feels like the round could have gotten away from
Get
him.
him going.
Cryo has delivered in big moments. He's delivered in eco moments. Cryo's just been insane for 100 Thieves up until this point.
And I think like a lot of the feedback he got from last year was maybe he was a little bit too passive on the entries on the jet, but
Yeah,
like,
sure.
that's not what we just saw on this Icebox. Yeah, we're in the second half now, but the first half, he
Fire
was
him up.
dashing in. He was going for these aggro plays. He has the aim and the capability to do that, but I think, you know, coming in from chamber meta where he was more stationary most of the time, just
All right, they're gonna try to
taking lines down
farm
with an op.
orbs
I think he kind of lost that a little bit
for
last year. So this year,
Zekin
I think you can
alt.
tell that that's
Never
been a focus
mind,
for sure.
he
And then
bought.
on the defense, he can still use the op like he does chamber with the jet, but just way more aggressive play from him in general.
And that aggression is working
Did
out.
he
3
rebuy?
rounds in a row for them. As we turn our attention towards the 19th. There's
That's
a
gonna
bit of
get
that
3.
aggression. And yes, this time it's intended for EU to get the orb. It's got some help around him.
Back up now.
Flash has to give the space up.
They just give, yeah. They should give. They're maniacs, but they're maniacs, Doug.
Tense falls. Should be in a position to get rezzed. Yeah, there he goes. Zelsis brings him back from the depths. Cryo with the up still. A miss for perhaps the first time this map. And now Zekin's up top. EU short lead. Not expecting it, but he does.
Oh!
Lands a shot on him. AU and Cryo left in a 2v4 with a pit in their face. They're going to have to get around that.
He's gonna have to swap
Their
guns.
economy's pretty good, so maybe just going for damage here is the name of the game. But I mean,
yeah, the damage is a one-way
just gets
street
spammed
right now. Yeah.
I mean, you here? No, I'm going for a kill. At least you're gonna get ult online. I think that's what he's trying to do here. He's gonna do it.
Maybe catch an exit on the way out.
Yeah, from the way out.
But oh, they are going out that way. But there's bot up.
It's big here too. He hears them. He
Even
knows
if
they're
he
coming.
dies, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
fine. Get the ult orb though. It's so worth it.
They might not give him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to give him the fight. They're not going to give him an inch.
And I wonder now if I'm Sentinels, maybe I do some kind of trap onto that A orb because Hunter Thieves have been honestly abusing the fact that they can just grab it for free. Even
Can they get a molly on it?
Yeah.
Oh, what the?
That's a crazy shot. I want to see the shot through the smoke. There it is. Okay. Bye,
I was
Kyle.
wondering, like, how did he get that? He just knew.
Again, there was.
It's just 10
ton of
stings, you know?
conversation around EU 1 point away from his ult. What they're going to do with it. It doesn't seem like they're trying anything early.
And you see it. The whole play was to punish if EU went for that orb.
Yeah.
So it's very wise from Hunter Thieves to not do that and just play the KJ ult. Basically retake here, but
How do you clear Boostio?
that's the question.
Exactly.
Saw EU here a little bit ago. Spotted. The blades don't land.
Now he only has a deagle.
That's normally enough for Zekin. We'll see if it plays out that way. Satsu committing to the plant. The spike dropped, and they're going to have to get through a pit, too.
Is that going to break?
Oh. I think you need more to break it. Yeah. You need the mosh
all the way
pit.
through. And the thing
Mosh
is,
pit
and so
and...
much space off this. They want to continue to fight, and Bank delivers again.
Okay.
But the counter punch comes through at just the right moment. Austin now not able to get it to half. He's left alone. A 1v3 will not convert.
Nice. 10-10. Let's go.
Bias at 10.
And yeah, Bang, he took the timing to get pushed up there and get 2, but I'm just wondering if his Viper Pit was actually covering the bomb or not, because if it was, it probably would have been wise to just keep that up.
True.
Make Sentinels go for the spam. Make them expose themselves. And
We're
just
alive.
add all the space
Let's
gathered
go.
off of that KJ ult. And that's a tough round to lose when you invest a big ult like that. Two big ults.
Yeah. One that feels like it should have been sure. Slips through your fingertips. 100 Thieves call a timeout. Tied
Pause.
at 10.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is like I feel like we've been, hyping up 100 Thieves a lot because they have been showing a lot of great things.
Yeah, they look
but
good.
the score is 10-10, so it's like even when like a team is playing at their best, Sentinels is still just like, yeah, we're still in it. Give us your all. We're resilient.
What does this mean for C9?
What does this mean for C9?
That's such a good question.
Yeah, it's a
Big win for the
meme
Mist, right?
Yeah, that was huge.
from what's
But
that
again,
guy's
tied
name?
to 10. Last time out called.
I forgot. One of the
Let's see how
streamers.
this thing closes out. EU with his ult. And Sassy has his for it hasn't been farmed the way I think we normally see when it comes to geckos. He's had a couple,
All right,
but
we
not
got-
really to the same degree that we've seen in the past.
Yeah. I think 100 Thieves are doing a good job of delaying bomb plants in
What
general.
was on
Yeah, they're
A?
delaying Saucy's from getting
You
his
let
ult
them
on
plant,
line.
back off,
He does on
fucking
maps like Sunset.
all off the
What does he
spike.
decide to do with this ult? I think A is a great approach with the Gecko ult. You can clear out most of the site with it. 100 Thieves love playing on top of the screen
We got
area.
Cryo with
they've
the
had,
op
what, 3
pushing,
different people?
walking the up.
Right, it's been Busio.
Oh, wait,
it's
no,
been
he
EU.
doesn't have op.
Now
Who's got
Asuna.
op? Nobody.
Cryo down low. A hand spotted.
He
The shot
whipped!
doesn't Connect. Get out, buddy. Cryo has to dash away in second. Went hunting. Hot on his tail, but ultimately dies for it.
Oh my gosh.
Cryo continuing to dash around.
my
Taking
God.
so much damage. And the aggression pays off once more. But
Right.
even in the face of all of that, Bang's the one who's left alone. Chunky T and Celsius looking to get the lead over to Sentinels. Can Bang do anything about it? He's been really good for them so
Ooh, Zelsis! To take the lead. Let's see a replay from Zelsis' point of view, please.
And the crazy thing is Cryo played that nearly perfect. But it
Yeah, the
still
Cryo was like a
wasn't
thief in
enough.
the
He
night
found
right
so
there.
much value.
Just when you think like, oh, he's gonna die now.
He literally
Oh
so
my
long.
god.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There it is.
I thought Bang was gonna have the one up on him there.
Me too.
Let's go! Zelsus!
Too fast.
If I'm not mistaken, other than the pistol, this is the first time the Sentinels have had a lead.
Did that go through the hole?
And very aggressive here again is Zekin, denying that orb.
That's a lineup right there. He's mazed, he's mazed.
Away. Austin takes a little bit of damage. Oh, Cryo again.
He's
Can't
doing
get the
everything
gun,
right
though.
for his team.
I think the question comes down to, though, is that enough? Right? Is that enough?
This would be completely necessary. If Bang gets this kill onto Jordan,
Jordan's getting the kill.
it'll really be tough for Sentinels to get the bomb down. You're going to see EU probably invest the Sova on the tap.
Why?
And then Asuna has the Gecko ult for the retake, and that's the kill I was talking about.
It's traded right back, though. That was the only person anywhere close by, except for you mentioned with the ult, but...
He's not...
This
He's,
is so winnable if you're 100 Thieves. You have the Gecko ult, and this is why you see Zekin pushing up.
is he setting up for all?
He knows he has to get a kill. Try to
Sova
even it out.
mid. We're going for a flank.
Matters too. You hear Dizzy go over the top, nothing found. And there's the first instance, potentially, of more.
There's the ult.
They invest both. EU uses his ult.
Too high, bro.
Cryo falls, and are seeing some of those rifles come through and be a problem.
Oh no.
They invested heavy into this as well.
That's the worst case scenario. You have nothing. No ults going in the next round.
Wow. Wow,
Good
wow,
job from
wow.
Sentinels to dodge all the ults,
Wow.
dodge the Sova ult.
Alright, 12-10.
And that Gecko ult has to be invested early on.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna
Zekin
fuck that
did
up
show
again.
presence
Cryo.
already pushed up on default. Sure. Had he not done that, Asuna would have no reason to use the ult from so far away, and they could have used it closer.
Another timeout. Good God.
Last timeout from Run of Thieves. What can they cook up here?
Well, I think to go back to some of the conversation the desk was having, if 100 Thieves are to have a shot in this series, it feels like they need to win here. And so as you think about the landscape of the rest of the series and the maps that are before us,
split.
And then you think about the fact that Cryo has had an outrageous map. This feels like a really bad
Damn,
one.
dude,
to
coaching
let
would be
get away.
actually so hard. Dude. You gotta be on on the spot thinking of okay, what are we doing next, right?
Controller, and he looked great, but
It seems like
the stuff he's been
their
doing on
B
Jet
hold
so
is
far
pretty
has been,
good,
like,
right?
Insane.
So
it's not gonna be a feels good going into honestly what is probably Sentinel's best map.
I mean, here's
If
the
they
thing,
can't bring this
like
back. And Tyson.
they give up
is
A, they
one
lose, right?
Orb away from KO ult. So I'm curious to see if they decide to try to farm that up and use it, or just go for a full sight hit and get that ult on the plant or through a kill on the entry.
Like I feel like Sentinels don't want to go B. If anything, they rotate B, right?
Try to explore mid a little bit.
Yeah. This
This might be one of the first rounds they've done it.
Decent.
Yeah, perfect time.
We haven't seen them do that very much at all.
You're on match point. Set up the lurk here. There's no alarm bot watching it, so the body has to be holding it. And I wonder off of this drone if Jordan tries to take the timing up mid, but Hunter Thieves is wary of it. They're still holding for him.
Actually got a lot of value out of that. He cleared so much space with that drone.
Yeah.
Got that shit high as
Look
hell.
at the mini-map. Sentinels are so patient right now.
Yeah, they're just letting it cook right now.
You missed the jump.
Hunter Thieves have a good idea though. They still have 4 here. They don't need to worry about it. Pretty much a
They're
retake.
worried about cryo.
Including the op. Start to see some of the utilities soar across the sky.
This is the perfect call.
Again, they haven't done this. I think the one thing you got to be careful about is the turret that was in kitchen. Spotted, get cleared out. Now Busio's going to be on a late flank mid. The timing on this is going to be massive. Meanwhile, Cryo and Atsuno up top, holding things down. It seems like Sentinels have been stuffed. Cryo with the up.
Oh! Saucy and another. In the res.
A 3v2.
Bang.
Bustio left alone. Bustio falls. Can Bang do it on his own? A 1v2? No!
Oh my god.
Secure Icebox.
Wow, dude. They are the champions.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it.
Ice in his veins from the moment he stepped in to the arena.
Holy shit.
Wow, great resilience from Sen.
That was scary.
Taking that attack half and just great team play, honestly. The trading, you see it all. The trading, immaculate. Individual prowess from Saucy.
Stand up, stretch out.
I mean, he really just took over the game in the last couple rounds.
That felt like a win that they grinded through.
Yeah.
It never felt secure, really. It never felt like it was in their hand. And, and you know, not every win is...
Cryo playing like this.
Yeah, and not every win is pretty, and honestly, it doesn't have to be. Right? They grinded their way through, and they pulled it off.
When you win against specifically a player who's just popping off like that, and you still beat them, I mean, it kind of feels like they've thrown everything at you and you still win.
Feels like everybody on Sentinels are just goated.
Things looking good for Sentinels. They survive Icebox, split on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Dude, Saucy's kill on Cryo was insane. Like,
Hey guys, it's Jimmy Lin. In this series, I'm going to walk you through attack on Pearl. Watch out for the stairs.
watch out for the
clear
stairs.
this angle. You're going to be able to fight this.
Be able to fight this. Play this angle.
Look what I've just made. The perfect pearl.
Not too bad, but check this out.
Whoa, a true Venus clam.
Red Bull gives you wings.
We got 3 minutes.
TenZ activates God mode in TDM.
He's just farming.
TenZ activates.
Oh!
Guys, Shroud was in a clutch today. You know how I jokingly say like $1 million cash?
You got this, bro.
Without hesitation, he said,
Honestly,
I don't need it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that was done to me.
Make this brim so you just smoke.
Did he win? Of course not. It was an impossible round, bro. I can't afford that. I couldn't believe it though. He actually alphaed the fuck up on me. Guys, Shroud was in a clutch. Why is this guy's darting? Never mind. Let me go on this.
Oh, this guy darts random stuff.
Can I complain though? I'm 1 in 6, right?
Yo, what's going on with his hair?
His darts are wrong.
It's fried.
Or aren't wrong.
Oh my god!
The knife switch, the knife switch, the knife switch. He's going crazy though, what the fuck?
Scanning ahead.
Oh my god.
Heard him.
Wait, what?
Nice shots! What the fuck? There's an op below you. What the hell?
Goated.
1v1 lock.
I forgot to like. I gotta like everything.
TenZ activate.
1v1 lock that shit in, Austin. What the fuck am I watching?
Like we win this one.
Oh no, no, not the wall. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, what is he? Where's it going? Oh, where's it going? Oh lord. Oh lord. Oh lord. Oh, let's go!
And he still hits that.
Pulling your top rafter.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
One's flanking
One enemy
last
remaining.
flank.
Oh, the Aries. Are these all shorts by the same guy? Let's go to like random.
Let's talk about going on right now, and during a Paper Rex Team Heretics match, things got a little heated. Team Heretics coach Nilzinho appeared to yell something at Mind Freak after they won map 2. Then Benji Fishy, yes, Fortnite King Benji Fishy, yells something across the stage to Monier during the last map.
Space and time.
And after Paper Rex won, we got the iconic pop-off.
Home entirely. Paper Rex eliminating the
Oh shit!
Something even gave the middle finger. Barely on camera, we don't want to get fined now. It's hard to tell who started it, but it's obvious that emotions were running high. Almost everyone involved.
Big messing around. Trust me, I got this.
Wait, what? You can sit there?
Yes, you are. No way. Big messing around.
That's like, I mean, that's sick, but this feels like scripted. Damn, dude, I was so close to Immortal 1. I was literally like 2 games away. Alright, we're back.
And also great macro timing. We're coming into this round with 100 Thieves ready to drop a Killjoy ult in B main. They're separated 4-1 right now with Bang in mid, but we'll get to him in just a little second. First things first is they drop down this ult, and it doesn't really leave much space actually for players to play backside, right? You've got to go all the way back into Snowman, or you're very deep into Kitchen with a long pathway to actually re-clear space onto the site. So as 100 Thieves come in here, we've got a great Dizzy that comes popping up on the top, and a lot of teams would be happy enough to just simply allow the wingman to go down and plant the spike. But 100 Thieves have other ideas. They want to fight forward. So with that Dizzy coming through, Cryo dash updrafts onto the top of the site. If you missed that, look at the mini-map right here. Dizzy primes dash updraft top site, and that Dizzy timing allows Cryo to keep pushing into Kitchen. That's where he takes the fight. we've got a freeze, because it's just a 1-for-1 at the time being. It gets deeper than that, though. See this crossfire that his teammates have continued scaling up with. Those two players are going to freeze any players trying to come through kitchen on site, even if they manage to get a kill. And Bang is now on the path forward. So they lock him there, and Bang comes in for a great timing. They're distracted by the two players on site, and they get the kill. But how does Bang even get there? Because he goes so quickly through this mid space, right? Well, look at the timing again of how he works with his teammates. Right now, he's inside of his own Viper orb in mid, and he hears this Killjoy turret back on Boiler. That means there's no turret in kitchen. Now, remember the Killjoy ult? Players can only be in kitchen, but he waits for his teammate to swing into that hallway before he pops out here, so everyone would be turned away. Then, when they get stuck by those two players on site, he's popping up, shooting two players in the back of the head. It is a great plan.
That's pretty sweet.
All about misdirection and allowing Bang to come in on a brilliant timing to win that round and go up to a 7-5 attacking half at the end. We'll hear what 100 Thieves head coach Zix has to say after that map number 1, and it's pretty nice calling.
Smick standing here with Coach Zix after map number 1. Coach, I'm curious, going up against Sentinels, they are one of the teams that have the most VODs you could possibly review, dating from kickoffs all the way to Madrid. Knowing that they were going to be the first team that you play, I'm curious, how much of the preparation was based around the VOD review you did of them versus focusing on your team and getting your team to its best shape?
I would say, well, I mean, in preparation for the match, we thought we'd be playing against Curry, so, you know, that didn't help. But, I mean, we have a fair bit of a pretty good balance, I'd say. Mostly we're focused on ourselves, but we have little antis here and there that got us a few kills in map 1, and we'll see how many we'll get in map 2.
Sounds good. Best of luck on map number 2.
And it's going to be the Sentinels who pick up a big win on their, against 100 Thieves on their pick of Icebox there, of course. A very, very hard-fought game. It felt like 100 Thieves were given, as you guys had mentioned, a run for their money on the Madrid champs. But hey, you know what?
What a game.
Pull through when it mattered most. And
it's great first
heroics from Saucy, everyone stepping up. This is the reason why Sentinel is such a scary team, Bala.
It felt kind of weird at the beginning of that game how 100 Thieves was kind of controlling everything. And Sentinels was not having that fire that Kaplan was kind of talking about, especially in that first half. But you saw, I mean, you started seeing Zealous pop up in individual moments, Zekin pop up in individual moments, and you kind of realize, you're like, this feels like they're going to start
Rossi eating some snacks, bro?
Practice or no practice. It feels like they're just going to return back to what they did in Madrid.
I mean, these are the situations they thrive in, right? You're down in a game, you haven't had much prep done, you're having to turn it around last second. They're so good when they have those opportunities. I was most impressed with Kenz and Saucy.
Oh, he just got
gum. They
gum.
were using
He's
their
just munching on
together
that.
to set up. Their A-site hits in particular were looking great with the KO Gecko. But both
All
these
right.
guys were electric in the
This
late
is
round.
their map,
I mean,
but
that
I'm
final
pretty
round from
sure
Saucy was
Sentinels have lost here the past 2 games.
Okay, I get it. Sentinels are good. Team, we can all agree on that, right? No, I'm on board. I'm on board.
He's on board.
But I've also been hearing that for a long time, and I honestly was really
Dude, get
pleased
your
with how
hair
100 Thieves
out
played.
of your eyes. Like,
they didn't walk
that's-
away with the win, but
You're losing pixels,
100%.
Asuna.
And I think again, what I was seeing was a lot of those set
Like
ideas
when my
that
hair is
came
down
very,
like
very
that,
strong.
and
So,
you can see it in like
even
the
moving into a
peripheral,
map
like
split that you know Sentinels are going to be wanting to play. I feel
mean,
like
unless
they're
you're
gonna
just
have a lot of
super
strong
used to
ideas
it,
heading
I
into that
guess,
too.
But I think they're going to get to a...
it's kind of
I
annoying.
think they need to win Icebox.
Okay, I didn't say they weren't.
Yeah, look cool
We
though.
did see Sentinels get a little dismantled on Split in Madrid a little bit. A lot of work was put to stop that team on that map. They felt like it was a home map. Kaplan multiple times said, maybe not so much anymore. So curious, you know, could that maybe be the case here, or are we still very high on
You're
Sentinels?
talking what, Genji and Paperex, who kind of dismantled them on Split.
That's fair.
Very
I think that's very different. Like,
That's a good
pure-
point.
Very different
Genji
style
and
of play.
Paper
100
X.
Thieves play a lot more like Sentinels. They run this
Get them eye
Gecko
drops
game
in,
comp, and
brother.
It is different than some of the other Gecko comps, but
What's
players
up, brother?
A lot more similar to the normal kind of double initiator ideas that we see played a ton in North America. The biggest downside of this 100 Thieves comp is you're giving up that Sentinel. So I'm really looking to see how John QT works the map and tries to find these gaps because he's so damn good at it when he calls attack site split.
This comp indexes far less into control, like the comp you're seeing Sentinels run, and way more into mid-range aggro, right? Between Gecko, Fade, Astra Stars to be able to set up. So it is very much
Astra
about how they can pick and
gameplay.
choose their fights in
Ooh.
mid-rounds, mid-re-aggros, ideas like this. You can really dominate space with your utility in a very different way to a lot of other comps.
Things I really like from that is kind of the confidence from players we've already seen.
Zekin
like Cryo coming
on the
online in a
Rays,
massive
love
way
it.
for 100 Thieves. I think that's going to be really important with a more aggressive style, like we'll see from them on this map.
Well, these two teams are no strangers to going to distance when they play against one another. We'll see if it happens here again. Let's go ahead and send it over to your casters. You got Doug and Baby Bay.
Thank you, GB. Dre, I think the conversation was 100 Thieves tested the metal of Sentinels. They pushed them on Icebox, but this should be an entirely different arena on Split.
Baby Bay's name is Dre.
Against one of the best Split teams in the game. But the cool thing is that you can prep anything you want going into this, any game plan you want. And honestly, 100 Thieves historically has not been that bad on Split in general.
Sure.
So I think it is a strong map for them. And having EU on this fade, he's very comfortable playing it. He's played it in the past on M80 and etc. So I think this is it's gonna be a lot closer than I think people think it could be. But I still think that it's gonna be an uphill battle for them.
I think the other thing to keep in mind is we saw them struggle a little bit in Madrid on Split. The proficiency that they had on it was exposed, maybe isn't the right word, but they certainly lost more maps than I think people expected them to. So with 100 Thieves having the ability to prep whatever they want, right? To watch all of that film for the entire tournament, I can totally see a situation, a world where 100 Thieves feel really confident. They feel prepared heading into this map.
Yeah, as they should, and you know, even off the last map, you know, they played very well, and I think that, you know, that's a testament to how much work they've put in.
I wonder though too, is Sentinels flirt with the middle of the map a little bit here.
They have contacted all the way from A main into the vent area.
Yeah, they have no idea.
So unique.
He has a frenzy. First kill found. Zelfs is not able to find anything.
Gotta clear your corners.
Bang over the top. Helping him out and bailing him. Oh, dude, this contact approach that they've had.
Then classic.
The entire map just continues. This time he used hunting for it. Lucio not able to land the shots. And now Zekin going hunting.
Spike planted.
Daring to challenge.
What a great nade.
I mean, it was perfect. Heel's gonna top him off, and now it's gonna be on 100 Thieves to retake the space. Find a little bit of room to work.
He does have satchels to get out of here.
Oh, he's gonna have to tries to get up top. Lucio plucks him out of the sky. Saucy down low, not able to do anything with it. 100 Thieves get the pistol.
Wow, I was really worried for 100 Thieves when I saw Sentinels contact all the way up A main and go into vent.
Yeah.
Had anyone actually been there, they would have lost the round guaranteed. But their pistol was good. It was a heavy male setup. And just pretty passive on the A, just, you know, playing towards that CT area of the map, giving all of that heaven space.
You know, I think another conversation, as I want to call back to Icebox one more time, because one of the big parts of the success that 100 Thieves found was Cryo just went nuts, right? He almost went double positive.
Yeah, pushing male is tough.
It's hard to
got
deliver
two in
that
male.
same performance on an agent like Astra.
Unless you're Demon 1.
No one likes going
Yeah,
through
that's a good
vents.
point.
It's like
it's a very valid point. And Asuna's going to need to step up big as well on this race.
just leave it.
And we've seen him do it time and time again. We know he's comfortable on the character.
Yeah, they're not really playing vents.
Is he ready for Sentinels, though? And again, this A contact from Sen.
Nice nade.
Early on.
Right there. Boosty dealing a little bit of damage.
Should be bombed down here. For free.
Right there. And if that's all that plays out, I think for Sentinels you get a decent situation. Any gun that
Get
you
out of
can
there.
crack feels like a win. They didn't invest very much. 100 Thieves did into the round. Asuna pushing forward, dropping Tron QT. Ken's not able to find anything with it. So 100 Thieves will get their second. And honestly,
pretty clean.
Yeah, all things considered.
Pretty clean, and it's already
At least they got the
sign
plant
for 100
down.
Thieves.
That's all
the
you
fact
need.
that they're willing to give up the site, even on an eco round, not push it, not rush it, use their utility. And they have so much utility, by the way, for these retakes. You have Fade Prowlers, you have the Eye, you have Boostio with the Wingman to defuse the bomb, or a Molly to clear out Hell. It's a lot of utility with this composition.
Lots of tools at their disposal.
Yeah, and that's why you're seeing Sen already do this game plan of let's contact, because they understand that if they make a lot of noise and presence, they could easily run into a tether nade or a gecko flash play. You know, it's tough when you play against all this utility, but
that's a really good point.
A good way to outplay it is by
He's
just
gonna
walking into this
toss it
base,
straight
not
up
making
so he
it
can
obvious
pick it
that
back
you're
up.
A 4-0 start for Asuna on the raise. 1 point away from Showstopper.
This is aggressive from 100 Thieves on a round. 1 for 1.
He's got his ult.
Yeah, Showstopper.
I mean, the
Oh,
fact that you have the ult round
jeez.
3 suggests that, I mean, you want to invest it, right? Go ahead and use it.
Yeah.
Try to steal a cheeky round if you can.
We spoke about how important the bonus is in the last map for Sentinels. This would
Does
be
he
everything.
know they're
This would be a
mid?
great start to the half for 100 Thieves if they can win this round.
I don't know how you're gonna get
Maybe
past
one more kill, invest the rocket.
this raise.
Asuna getting pressure.
And get the plant down without at least one
Fear of what might be
getting
behind
picked.
the dog. Has to drop the nade.
Yeah, and I don't think Sentinels want to hit this site where the raise is at.
Yeah.
If I was Asuna, I'd probably already be leaning once I made presence on this A side and
Oh,
just go
wow.
to B already. Because
Oh, wow.
of this right here.
Gonna get a lot of room to work mid. Remember, it is just Cryo who's B.
The A main clear was a little bit too late. Not going to be here in time, but if Cryo can survive for long enough, the rotate with the rocket can come in. Oh, that was very interesting.
Winnable.
Ambitious, yeah, to say the least.
Spike planted.
And he gets punished for the ambition. Sentinels with site control, with the spike planted, with a gun advantage, with a numbers advantage.
It's tough, you know, maybe he thought that someone was in B main.
Yes.
Enemy remaining.
But this is just, yeah.
Yeah, this is getting cleaned up. Austin is the only one left. Looks like he's going to carry the ult into the next. Maybe find another with the Guardian, but can't.
We get some water. Let's go. Got that round.
And the one benefit here is, again, as we think about how the finances have played out at the beginning, 100 Thieves have plenty to work with here.
Yeah, they do. I think they had a really good chance of winning this round.
I think so too.
Had Cryo not made that small mistake, and that's what you see when you make tiny mistakes like that against a team of the caliber of Sentinels, who are like champions right now, the best team in the world right now.
Yeah.
They're gonna take advantage of that completely. So what ended up being a very winnable round for 100 Thieves, that would have put them far
Can
ahead.
we raise
Sentinels
Satchel
just
into
steal from them.
A? Suna's still got us all.
A main
Right,
pressure
yeah.
from Sen and all of
I'm
these
sure they're
rounds, but
very
this
scared
time,
of that.
the lurk on
Oh!
B, Cryo dialed in.
Oh, but we get one back.
Try
Okay.
finding a timing.
Very ambitious there to peek after that first kill. Maybe just getting that one and getting out. Playing the 5v4 would have been nice.
I also think, as much as we've talked about Sentinels and their contacting through most of the map, I think we're starting to see some adjustments on how Thieves are using their utility to sniff that stuff out. Right? Like as soon as the cages go
We
up,
got the
use
stun.
dogs to clear out A main, to confirm there may be somebody there. And I think because of that, they're able to rotate much earlier than they would otherwise.
Oh my gosh.
Go, go, go.
Such a good call from John.
Yeah. Second.
Timing's not quite there.
Second, Satchel in.
Yeah, they didn't do anything to actually keep the 100 Thieves players on that A site. Oh, but they're second guessing themselves again.
Oh my god.
Second ult invested.
30
no one
seconds
on the
left.
site. How far up does he push? You imagine as soon as you clear the site, wow, I thought he'd be a little bit more aggressive with it. As soon as it fires, there's people on the other side. Second with 2, bang with the counter. And now the 2 remaining members of 100 Thieves have so much space they need to take.
Wow.
And nothing will be found.
Wow, amazing.
And for a second there, it looked like Second was alone, but he wasn't. He had the support of Tyson there.
That rotate
Pushing CT
was
together at the
massive.
perfect timing.
A tandem that was so effective on the international stage, finding success here on Split.
And again, a little bit of an ambitious peak from Cryo, who actually supported
Enemy remaining.
Boostio perfectly there, got the one up. But then he decides to go for more off of that Gecko flash. So, you know, Cryo's been popping off, but I think he's overheating a little bit in some of these rounds, and it's punishing them. I don't blame him, you know, you had such a great map.
Yeah.
You feel like you were aimbotting everybody.
The hand is hot. You keep
This
shooting.
is my video from today is kind of popping off right now.
It's been a tough start for him.
I gotta respond and like some of these.
Damage there.
And Sentinels right now just trying to get early mid info. This is one of the first rounds that they've defaulted 3 players here. Just trying to get info on where the stack could be from the defending side, not trying to get ecoed like they did on Icebox. But as I say that,
yeah, the problem is the stack is here.
The stack is indeed here.
My ultimate is ready.
They brought it back, and that allows John to get all this free real estate on the A ramp.
I wonder here if they fight to control some of these weapons, or if they just realize they've got the site and they want to take this straight up.
Yeah, John's got such a good spot here.
Yeah, EU
so pushed up.
EU and Cryo both upgraded weapons, so they have rifles to attempt this.
And light armor on EU. He has to be the difference maker here.
John QT, the first degree. Oh, gets 2. Not able
Atta
to
baby Johnny.
Cryo left alone. Cryo, who was a monster on the first map, succumbs to TenZ.
But, I mean, nevertheless, that was a great eco round from 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
I think that Sentinels was trying to fish out to see if it was a mid-fight. And 100 Thieves played it so well. They tucked the entire time and then just took a timing peek with the flashes and everything, with the nade.
They lured them in until there was no exit. There was no chance to get away.
Yeah, it was really good. Really good timing there from 100 Thieves. But heads up play from John to like understand, like, oh, this was a heavy mid-fight. I can take all the space. And with that, he got 2, being all the way pushed up.
Yeah.
And, you know, 100 Thieves is aware that, you know, they understand, okay, the Cypher probably took space somewhere, but where, you know? That's why you saw the Dizzy go and try to clear out screen area. John just pushed all the way up there in A-Heaven. Early timeout from 100 Thieves, not wanting this to slip away from their grasp.
1.4K views on my video from today.
I feel like when you see an early timeout like this,
Yesterday, about 600.
is that often when there's like something
Almost 1,000 on the one from yesterday.
Like, okay, we need to adjust this because I would think it's not
3.5K on the one from
this early in the stage of the map.
4 days ago.
I think
Nice.
also you want to like ice the other team, and they want to ice Sentinels. Sentinels have looked hot in the last 2 rounds.
Sure.
So it hasn't even really been that competitive.
Sure.
But yeah, let's see what 100 Thieves cooked up going into this gun round. And yeah, this is the adaptation. They're putting Asuna and EU here with the nade tether combo, trying to see if there's any early aggression here.
I also think
Did you
it's worth
shoot
mentioning
for the
Asuna's been holding
cam?
on to this ult for a little while, and yeah, he hasn't necessarily had the greatest opportunities to use it, but start to feel some of the diminishing returns of having it so early.
And you see all this utility being used from 100 Thieves because of how Sentinels have walked in to A ramp for the last, I don't know how many rounds.
Nice trip.
Even last round, John walked all the way up.
Ooh, got a little chip damage on.
One step ahead.
Was that a suit?
And
No.
John's only job
Bang.
here is to keep them here.
Under 100 health.
That's all he has to do. Oh, but this Roomba, that should be a cue for 100 Thieves to understand that the majority is not towards A right now.
That dog did not go up far enough. So John may find a timing here late in the round. Meanwhile, the rest of Sentinels are leaning over towards B. The Seekers invested the flash out top. Second pushing forward. Currently kept apart from his team by the Molly. There it is, Asuna finally pulling the trigger on that. EU joining in.
What in the hell?
You gotta keep an eye on the timing. That late flank from John could be everything, but by the time he shows up, the round is lost.
John versus.
At this point.
Yeah. He may still be able to
Oh,
pull
this
off,
cross
but
is
he's healthy.
bananas. There's no chance you survive this.
Oh, but Bang is dialed in on this angle. It's basically a crossfire.
It's a brutal.
Yeah.
big
You got no
real
chance.
advantage, no way to pull that thing off. Bang cleans him up. We're tied at 3.
And this time, Zekin getting a little too aggressive there in the CT area. He did a great wrap on Pillar.
I was so confused on who ulted.
And
Who?
just didn't buy enough time for John to get value with that flank.
Did
And now I'm wondering in the future, maybe
Asuna ult his
maybe they
teammate?
throw a fake on the other side and come back to John in the future. That's what I'm thinking.
Can I get a drop?
Sen is a team that likes to adapt on the fly very quickly. That's why they're so impressive to play against.
I mean,
this time, very fast they control.
Yeah. they're not comfortable giving up this space anymore. Space that's been free real estate for Sentinels up until this point.
And here are the protocols. The molly out from Bang with the orb to delay the speed up into B heaven. Just fundamentally correct right now. That forces Sentinels to have to reset. And it looks like they're going to re-clear this A space.
And the question is, I think, do they contact their way to clearing out this space that they've had for free the entire half, or do they have to invest utility that they would be using otherwise to get onto A proper? Contact has been the name of the game for them.
Oh!
And it seems like that's what's going to be happening here.
Oh, they didn't shoot.
Asuna.
I still don't think Asuna saw him, but EU gets the one up. Wow!
Wow.
The trap was perfect.
Wow.
That was
beautiful.
EU and Asuna combining to really rip Sentinels to shreds there.
Ooh, Zelsa's got that knife. That knife is fucking sick.
That was really good chemistry between the two young guns. No utility even needed to be used there, too. Just peeking off one another. Poor Jordan. He was on the other side of the map.
Yeah, forced to just sit and
Couldn't
watch.
do anything.
He is one away from ult. We'll see if he gets a fight. There's still plenty of time for it to play out. Yeah, but I think you know, to think about how that round closed out again is this approach from Sentinels that's been heavy contact, heavy, you know, try to feel out the map without investing utility, without revealing position. Proved to be the difference maker there, of course. As the fight happens, the banner goes up. He gets his ult, though. Oh! Survives.
Oh, he survives. That's insane.
Yeah, it was
so
a
crisp.
Really nice macro round from 100 Thieves. They took early A space, pushed John all the way back into spawn, denied the speed up to be heaven, and then Asuna and
I
EU
don't know. I
stayed
think they just hit their
understanding
shots.
that
Did Asuna
back in and
actually
reset
see
space.
them?
And Asuna, I was speaking about his raise. Look at him. He's 10-4 right now. And it's not like he's doing anything too
Hey,
crazy.
shut
He's
it.
not going for flashy plays. In that round, he was just jump spotting to bait for EU to get a free kill. And then swinging. So he's playing it really smart right now.
Back through
They walled mid, guys.
This time they have to stay
Break the wall.
That's obfuscating their view.
Oh shit, you can't.
They can find some space with the dog that's big. They're gonna try to chase on a Bang, but the shorty greets Zekin.
Oh,
Goes
hello.
up really far into the pit too.
Yeah, that's support. Like I said, he's not trying to make any crazy plays. He's just there. Just
Dude,
doing everything.
it's crazy how
Team play.
Cryo is holding
Letting the
B.
game come to him almost.
It's like they're so scared. Spam. He's gonna spam.
Goes up and that's a cue. Boostio invests his ult. And you've got EU who's helping over the top, but they managed to get past it anyway. Saucy with a dizzy in his face lands the shots onto Boostio. Gravity 1 keeps him grounded. Keep an eye on Tens. In a really good position here.
Oh,
Meanwhile, the rest of the site
is he gonna get a pick on this?
Fight with the pit invested. That's a really big ult to try to counter it. But Tens' timing here could play spoiler. The only one close by is going to be Cryo. Bang falls. Tens pushing forward.
Gosh.
And he gets dropped.
Is it Zelsis? John?
Cryo's
Okay.
left in the 1v2. He still has to deal with the pit. This is a big ask out of the star. Can he deliver in this moment? No.
Let's go.
Zelsis with 3. We're
Two.
tied again.
I got scared for a second.
Yeah, that was
3 players were going
actually
towards
nuts.
site.
Saucy gets taken out by the
One of the
nade.
players from Sentinels coming
They
back
get
to
hit with
grab
the
support
fade
Tyson
ult.
there. To take control of heaven as that retake was coming in was the factor. That made the biggest difference. And that's just like
it's
a
the one
split
tap
second
because
timing. He was so
of the
close.
pit.
Yeah. Gotcha. So
That's a tough round to lose.
1000%.
I mean, they had
They pushed so fast on main, like Lucio wasn't able to get
devastating loss.
another trade.
Another 1-for-1
Ooh,
here.
we lost our heals.
The 1-for-1 doesn't really add up when you're playing on defense.
Yeah.
True.
It is good that they took out the initiator though, so no flashes will be in this round, at least for info.
A 4v4 is an advantage on attack. Oh! He stepped into his smoke.
Great trade.
He still gets it though. 3v3.
Oh gosh, he sucked it. Cryo played that beautifully.
Oh, he pulled himself.
Tucked behind the pillar to make sure he wasn't seen. The showstopper connects. Every single
What do we
dog
do?
has fallen into 1-for-1 for this round. And it all falls down to
Oh,
twos now.
he's gonna. Oh, he shot and he whiffed. Whew. Oh my god. If he didn't shoot there, he's got to wait for a
He could have
like a
secured the
double.
win by
Yeah.
John, who had the bomb on the cross, but he whiffed.
Exactly.
That's tough.
I think you walk out a little
On the
further.
tens was beautiful.
Try to locate the second man
Bang's been
before
left in a lot of these 1vx situations,
taking
and
that
he's been
fight.
steady for the team so far,
He's
but
just
those big
gonna
ones
get
haven't gone his
traded,
way.
right? All right, what do we got?
Economy in shambles for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, 100 Thieves.
Yeah, just a stinger for Bang.
Have to save.
Wow, my eyes are down. And you know, honestly, as much as we've talked about it, the approach hasn't really
Cryo, dude, he's relentless.
changed for Sentinels.
He hit him for what, 55?
They continue to 1-3-1. They continue to allow
Suna
John to
died
drop those
at some
cages
point,
and then
though.
suggest that they're trying to take space A.
I pushed up A
John
on
is so
QT.
good at what he does on that A side of the map.
Yeah. I think it's all part of the conditioning. Cryo trying to land the suck.
Oh, there's a nade in your lap,
The
Cryo.
nade is good. Bang falls. Oh. Big from Cryo.
He's somehow is alive. 4 health. He gets 2.
4 HP though. In a 2v3. Still just sheriffs. Cryo falls. Busio's left alone.
Lucio with a
To his own devices
deagle.
with the sheriff.
Will he be a demon?
To try to win out a 1v3.
Oh,
with
that
the cam in
cam's gonna
his face.
spot you.
Tries to tuck behind it.
Molly.
All 3 of them are playing backside, bro.
Massive Molly.
Exactly.
Forget that.
This would be insane. Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
Nah.
You forced them out. I mean, that's all you. It's all you can do.
And I like the approach from Sen. You know, showing all that mid control like they did in the previous.
Like
anti-eco.
the angle he held
This
was
time,
fine.
wary of
If
their-
you held
there being
from
a trap
main,
there. So they
they
back
could
and
have just
hit B.
swung
I
back
think
in
hitting
towards
B on
default
anti-eco
and
rounds is pretty efficient.
just
You
get
can clear
wrapped.
out a lot of the close angles with utility and not have to worry
Also,
about
I guess
getting free
the
entries into the
QT
site.
was fine up there on the box. What?
A 2-round lead for Sentinels. They've got the Seekers from Saucy to work with here too.
Here's the change of pace.
But they're ready for it. This is fast, but you're absolutely right.
Where's the nade?
Wait,
There was no follow-up. Zekin was past it anyway.
that doesn't. Oh shit!
Present.
He dodged it.
Dodges it without taking a lick of damage. Literally nothing.
Oh,
Ultimately punished at the hands of Asuna anyway.
Bustio
Saucy with the flash.
with
He tries to
a
double down, but
Molly
Zealous is there to
pick.
help.
God damn, brother.
Meanwhile, while all of that
And then
erupts,
Bang holds mid.
on A, we see a fight made go the way of Bang.
Oh, they're all there.
That was an outrageous start to that round.
The utility from 100 Thieves, that's what I was talking about. The trap plays that
Wow.
they have different layers to them. So even if the first layer didn't work, the tether nade, right? They didn't commit to that. Now you have the rocket. Then you have Bustio throwing the molly behind on that ramp area. I mean, that must be a lineup. That was sick.
I still don't know where
With the
that
awareness to hold mid.
I still don't know where that rocket went.
Zekin just
Dude,
jumped
he
past it.
dodged that. That was insane.
Last second.
Didn't pan
Last
out
round and a
though.
half. An ult for Cryo, but that's it. And this is very different from
Yeah,
the
go to my
one
late.
we've
My
seen a
latest
lot.
short and give it a
This
like.
time it's a fast hit A. No attempt to
It's
take
it's 49 likes. Be number 50.
remain. Play behind all the walls. They have to play with the smokes. And that's enough.
Wow, we actually got A.
Understanding that the A trap was there the last round. Not many teams like to do a back-to-back trap in the same spot. For good reason as well.
Yeah, 3 heaven, 2 headed towards screens.
The Cosmic Divide will tear them apart.
Oh,
Saucy gets 2 big ones.
oh.
Threes as you see crosshairs fly across
Wait,
the
John
screen.
got that?
The ult invested. Zelsis gets
Hold
the
up.
last.
Let's see a replay. That was insane. How does John get that?
Some of these rounds have gone down to the wire. And then others have been very messy.
7-5.
That was a nice post plant. From
We'll
Sentinels
refresh and make
playing
sure
in.
we're
They understood that
still synced up.
Sentinels just playing.
Okay,
in.
there we are.
They understood that that Astra Wall was going to block off A ramp and A main.
All right, here we go. I want to see. Yeah, John's.
Yeah, Saucy had a massive round.
Oh my.
That second kill was crazy.
Wait, where's John? Come on,
It was
guys.
a great start for Sentinels, and on the other side for 100 Thieves, we actually spoke to Boostio earlier to get his thoughts about Sentinels and what he thought leading into this match. Take a listen.
I think the biggest threat is definitely if you just look at it, Zekin. The kid is incredible. He's just dropping unreal numbers every match. But I think if I couldn't choose Zekin just because he's the best, I'd say Tens. I think Tens is also back to like his X factor. Like he's playing smokes, but you know some maps he's dropping like 260 ACS. He's getting a lot of first bloods. He's doing a lot for the team that might get like not shown as much just because he's on the smokes role now. But if he was doing this on Duelist like he was in 2021, like everyone would be freaking out. So I think he's back in form, and I think he is their X factor. So if we can shut him down, it'd probably work out pretty good for us.
I mean, it's been competitive up until this point, right? It's always such a treat to be able to listen and pick the brains of a guy like Boostio and get his thoughts on Zekin and Tens and how valuable they are to their team.
The problem is like, yeah, you can shut down Tens, but then you have to deal with Zekin, then you have to deal with Zelsis. Then Saucy's doing what he did in last map, right?
Yeah.
John, the IGL, who has his moments getting 20 bombs in certain halves, specifically on this map as well. It seems like defense for John on this map, he has a field day against a lot of teams.
I mean, we got to give the people what they want, right? You got to give them the turtle. We'll see how it plays out. I think the big takeaway so far, Dre, if I may, is 100 Thieves continue to push Sentinels in ways that we may not necessarily expect. I think coming off of a Masters win, and yes, you know, John just getting in and kind of how that dynamic plays out, I think there are some people who may have expected Sentinels to just kind of run away with this, to really roll 100 Thieves, but they've shown a lot that's been impressive, and there you go.
All right, perfect timing.
Really good ideas in both maps so far. It's just not enough in these halves.
I mean,
We'll see if it's enough
I'm
to
cool
close
if
this
it
out.
ends here, but I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a game 3.
Side, a 1-3-1, very similar, very reminiscent to what we saw Sentinels do.
This time.
Saucy is a god on
If
A.
100 Thieves were to go B, you
He's
have to
playing
flash here.
top right now. Surely he drops in if he thinks they're coming.
Contact.
Plays screens.
The tough thing is, they're so concerned about the space that's been lost. They're going to hear the dog.
That
In
gives
a lot
them
of ways, As you
info.
look at the minimap, you see there's like concern and paranoia from both teams on what's happening A main.
You know,
did you take it? No.
It gives the 100 Thieves info that like
don't have it.
they haven't
This flash
been paying
should get
attention to
there, there's
A.
lurk on
Man.
A. They don't know how many though. They missed.
Saucy dancing around the
Damn.
utility, looking for the right time to strike.
And here's the
Saucy's like, shit, I lost my sight. I gave it to him.
pistol defense, just
I
playing a
have
retake. It's gonna be coordinated.
fucked up.
It's gonna be nice. What can
I mean, he's
100
chilling
do
there
to
with the
disrupt
classic.
this?
It's probably for
There's
the best.
nade to clear hell. The flash out.
Oh my, blinding everywhere, but everyone's dead.
Pieces of utility used in an attempt to retake that. Oh, I mean, it's calculated.
Oh, he
It's
grabs
surgical.
that ghost and puts him down.
It's beautiful.
Oh, and you saw it. 100 Thieves' game plan there was to basically retake the retake, but the timing was just off. Boostio ended up jumping into hell into the nade as soon as it was blooming. That's rough.
Remember when Raze had 2 nades? Who the fuck thought that was a good idea?
Just looking at the kill feed and seeing how many people get assists and how many assists
2
take place when you see
nades.
these kills come through on the retake is really indicative of how they play it out, right? Everybody
I
gets
mean,
involved.
It's tough. I mean, you know what's coming, but what can you do about it?
I think
Sometimes you
that'd be like having 2 dashes. Did Jett have 2 dashes?
And the pace of how Sentinels go together on the retakes to get trades. It's just on point. Whoop.
A lot of mid-presence here.
Spam, 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 spam.
Zelsa spam not connecting, takes a step back though.
Lucio's hurt.
Saucy got info on Bang on this lurk. So maybe just jiggling this corner, trying to see if he can punish him if he walks up. Oh, I think Boostio saw Jordan here.
May have.
They're gonna double swing. Yeah.
And if there was any doubts, it's confirmed now. The one place that they haven't really gotten any info is B.
Wish I could mute the caster so I could just do like a little more casting, but it's really hard with them talking. Like,
Perfect, you're absolutely right.
looks like they're gonna try to push vents here.
That mid control. Zekken
Yeah,
understands he has
Zekken
to
up
fall
there.
back here.
Hold in. He's still got
Maybe he's
nade.
gonna try to get in his sight. And this is the perfect spot for a Sky to be.
I think one of the benefits is Sentinel's pace here is they've already got some of the
Unable to stop the plant.
EU playing on site, dropping Sassy.
It's a little tricky because of the angle.
They got the spike down. That's the timing.
Okay, ping.
But how much more can they find? Bang sticks a barrel of the Sheriff.
Oh!
John QT tries to survive the spam. Tuck around the corner, upgrade to weapon.
Oh, tens though, dude. You're going against tens.
And he
With a
almost made it happen.
guardian.
That was crazy. I like how he took his time on that last kill. A lot of players would just sit there and spam and the bullets would not connect.
Talking to
Showing
me?
some poise, but
You making fun of me, bro?
9-5 Scoreline right now.
You talking shit, bro? What's up, brother?
Take a look at that again.
Okay, so yeah, Zekken was just going for kills.
This is really where things start.
Imagine he
This is where
dodged
you're
that.
100 Thieves, and you are going to attempt to come back. It really has to convert here. You can't afford to lose this round.
Yeah, but in that eco round, what they did was they were trying to feel the defense out of Sentinels, and they got to understand how the players rotated and what the setup was onto the actual site once they took mid control. So I'm wondering if we see a punish here on Sentinels.
They don't have much of a buy. It's a Guardian for 10s.
Oh, you saw Krau's foot.
No rifle really to speak of.
So you have to place that
Dogging
cam
out
from
earlier in this, but mid
Raptor.
control gathered from 100 Thieves.
Then he's got a trip
You
for
see the setup too
heaven.
is so nice. As soon as the cam gets info, Zelsis has a better understanding of what's waiting
that's
on the other
it.
side. The trip there to protect him too. This is really aggressive. That was way too much for Bang to deal with. The question is, what do they do with that weapon? It seems like, yeah, Tens is gonna get the Phantom. The Guardian goes in the hands of Sassy. Meanwhile, the rest of the hit is B.
That's a spam.
Praying and praying, trying to get any chip damage he can. And John's just gonna give.
Again, this bonus would be huge if they can pull this off. Boostio's weak.
You did good.
They've gotten one step closer. Does not look like there's any challenge or any threat to Wingman. So he gets a spike down.
All right.
Look at this right here on the minimap. Sachi on the flank.
Sassy.
When does he take his timing?
They've got him surrounded. They've got him corralled and controlled. EU playing anti. Zekken satcheling out.
Hell.
Ultimately falls. But confirming there's someone hell. Meanwhile, again, the smoke keeping Sassy back.
Oh, Boosty was looking though. He's so aware.
He knows, but he was weak. He falls. A 2v2 now. Cryo's so weak. Asuna is too, but the snap is clean.
That was a nice shot.
Sassy
I give him
left
that.
alone. Can he pull this off? He's gotten it down to 1. Switches weapons. Time is short. Does he have a smoke?
Ooh.
Cryo's gonna clutch it out. 100 Thieves
That
get to
was-
6.
That was good.
Costly and
Good
very,
bonus.
very close.
Get 4. And,
Saucy maybe
you know, it
taking a
costs
little bit too much
1,000 for
time there on the
crowd to
flank.
buy armor.
But it's tough. You know, somebody could have been in B main that whole time. He was waiting for his team to make contact first and then proceeding to go forward.
Right.
And I think 100 Thieves did a really good job of, again, not allowing the retake to fully come through with the utility and disrupting it. They pushed into CT. That allowed crowd to flank and secure the round win. But that was costly.
A bulldog for Bang, a Guardian for Boostio.
Yeah. Early mid default again.
Trying to clear
That
out
trip.
I think they heard it be placed earlier
I think so too.
in the round, and they finally break it with the satchel. That leaves Asuna with no
Oh,
utility.
man.
Bang gets
Bang.
caught out.
Again?
Oh, this is going to be big. Oh, he sees 2.
What's important here is the timing of what happened. The last few rounds, Sassy has been using that dog.
That
Just to get the
dog
info. This
was
time,
massive.
second peeking behind it, punishing.
They have to
Bang.
rotate off of it. Zelsis, for the love of God.
The only thing keeping Celsius
Get
away from
one.
the 4 remaining members of 100 Thieves right now is that smoke. And Zekken pounces at just the right time. The rocket just
All
a
right,
little
good,
short, not
good,
connecting.
good stall.
And remember what I said that Asuna should have done on their defense. Zekken just did it. Gets the kill in A main, rotates all the way back into B heaven. Gets another one.
Now playing down low.
All right, they're up into heaven.
See if there's any head that he can take.
It's too good.
Johnny, and another one for Johnny. Oh, he whiffed.
Just landed yesterday. Between John QT and Zekin.
Damn,
They're
dude.
running away with this thing. Sentinel's up to 10.
This shit's gonna be over.
Forbidden triangle
No
set up on
time.
the B site. You have a guy in hell, a guy playing pillar, and a guy back site. Everyone can swing off of one another.
They're giving him a run, though.
Dude,
I'll
that's
tell
such
you.
a
I'll
tough,
give him that.
I think you're right. It was Zekin pushing behind the dog.
Yeah.
That was just too much for Bang.
It's just a hard read play, and that's Sashi telling Zekin, yo, this guy's been walking up after the dog.
Yeah.
So even if he doesn't break it, just take the line and hold for him. And he gets the kill, instantly rotates to B heaven with the rocket for the speed up.
And this time you see an adjustment in the call. The 1-3-1 has been set aside for now, as it seems like they want to go a little bit faster B with the Nightfall. Whoa. And the Prowlers. They're trying to get some...
They can't see.
Gets a kill on Asuna. Tens is there to help. How much more can they do as Bang opens up the site, but Zelsis is there.
Get them both. Oh, God.
With 3, Sentinels with 11.
Zelsis,
In the
dude.
face of the punch.
Like, he's just good.
I feel like sometimes Zelsis is surprised by himself. I've seen
That's
his
what
own
I'm saying.
reaction to his own plays. And even he's like, oh my
He's
God.
like,
It's just easy for him sometimes.
you just put him in the right place and he does the job, you know? He's like, oh.
I'll take what I can get. And this is Sentinel's best map for a reason. I mean,
and again, they're starting to pull away with it, man.
Yeah. You might think you have the one up on them. You might have a good half against them, but they always seem to close it out on this map. And yeah, like we talked about how in Madrid there was some shakiness in it, but they're so good at this map. They have so many reps on it that they can make adaptations like that and win. They're such a good team. That's why they're champions. The team to beat. 100 Thieves, you know, they looked really decent on the defensive side, but I'm not seeing too much value out of this Gecko pick in general, besides from that one trap play with the Molly. I feel like a lot of the utility has been broken by Sentinels, and when you have people that, you know, play aim labs the way Tens does, sometimes that Gecko flash doesn't really get much value at all.
Just one round one this half
All right.
for 100 Thieves. That's just so tough. And again, that
and it was close too. It wasn't like
11-6.
Yep. You're absolutely right. And again, for 100 Thieves, that previous round was a different look. Right? They moved away from the 1-3-1 because that wasn't working. They tried to hard hit B with the Nightfall. That didn't work either.
This is something new. Early mid aggression from 100 Thieves into an A hit. But we have the trips here, and John's just ready for this. He's playing far back into screens. He's just going to spam off the trips.
They're
So if these are
saving
not
for
broken,
last
it's gonna
round.
be disaster for 100 Thieves.
You can't see.
That's tough too. Austin
Did he see that?
And this is a one-way cam.
Yeah,
they're going to see their feet before.
There's a foot. There's 2 feet.
There it is.
Great trade, though, from Bang.
Austin Falls and the trips that you were referring to are still up in play.
He won't be able to see the trip.
Break him now, so this is going to be tough to walk into a main here.
Wait, oh, the trips are up on A. Okay.
Lucio's got the utility ready. Sasi just respects it.
He's so good.
Wisely so.
He's so good.
They are hurt.
They invested the Seekers here. That's a deep hit, too.
Wow.
Sasi gets caught by Thrash.
This is so good. It's planted for heaven, and they didn't have to go through A main at all.
They pit
Now the
heaven.
defense is kind of trapped. You can't really explore heaven. There's a lot of shots.
Huge ult. Huge ult.
Phantom too.
Oh, the timing from Tyson.
They're going to be so scared of Tyson. Oh my god.
It's beautiful from Sentinels.
I spoke about how this map is John's playground, and it looks like he got a second win. Came in tired. Came in through.
What are they doing?
Did a
Running at the
last-minute play,
walls?
5 a.m.
He probably wasn't like, he's probably doing the high five. Yeah, they gotta do, they gotta touch Nux, you know what I'm saying?
Having to show up for a match.
Yeah, John looks good. He continues to look good.
Saucy blinded that, and they looked away like perfectly.
Now he's on the B side.
Blinding, blinding, blinding.
Zekken's doing Zekken things.
I was literally about to say the exact same thing.
As this Sentinel squad hasn't slowed down.
QT 14-9.
Here's that mid trip again.
That's a pretty nice trip. It's pretty unbreakable unless you use util.
First shot not connecting.
It's not broken at all. Did they not hear it this time?
This time it's Tyson. It's Tens. Excuse me. You've messed up with my brain. Now I'm calling him Tyson. It's Tens who's here, and he's got an op holding the line.
Hands with the op. Nice. I haven't seen that.
Ready for this.
Sasi's used his
in a while.
He's still
Who
here.
made
He
the
still has
footstep?
line.
You're fired.
You heard the footstep.
You're fired.
Tens.
I mean, surely they throw Gecko blind on this corner. Oh, he gets a collat. Oh, Suno with the answer. With the counter.
Cosmic Divide is going to throw things apart.
And this pace, the A ramp reclear, it's too fast.
Oh, one more.
For 100 Thieves,
And they got him on the trip. They don't have. Do they know the spike drop? They have to know.
A complete dismantling.
Oh, Cryo's not ready. Ooh. The collat. Cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Let's go. Sin City. Sin City. Wow, they gave him a run in the first map, but goddamn.
We won. How are we gonna be now as a team? Nah, we're still hungry. We want to win the championship, and they're not letting off the gas. Yeah, that first map was a little bit close, right? But I think that was more so because Thieves had a really great game.
Let's go.
Going into it.
Oh, and also,
Cryo was going crazy.
Yeah, and Curry mentioned it, right? When they chatted with him, when Svick chatted with him, that's probably their weakest map. So if you manage to get through that, do your weakest map, and still stay in it is impressive. And I think the other
Does it say bundle on his back?
that I'm seeing out of Sentinels, and you imagine Kaplan.
Imagine if it said bundle on his
they
back.
understand that Madrid was just an appetizer. Yep. I mean, it was the tiniest of morsels.
Let's go.
That's what's got him hungry.
0-2.
They don't look like they skipped a beat at all.
People are gonna. Oh, it does say bundle on his back. Oh my god.
Another day.
Yeah, shout out Bundle. All the homies love Bundle.
Mr. Bundle.
Mr. Bundle.
And you know, it says something when you allow one of your worst maps to go through. It's almost like they're using this as practice, which is kind of scary for me.
Yeah.
I wonder if he requested that or if somebody like ordered that for
They
him.
have to play against. I'd be scared too because if they're treating.
Dude, Cryo is good. Holy
they're
shit.
looking at the long run here. They are looking at champs. They want to make it
Oh.
all the way there. They want to hold the main trophy up.
But I think there are a lot of people who think, again, Madrid may have just been a flash in the pan, and, you know, there were a lot of teams that normally are there that weren't there, and, you know, kind of how that plays out, but it just seems like they haven't slowed down.
I was trying to figure out what the numbers are. It's the KD and stuff.
Thieves, like they just haven't had a win yet this year, but I think I saw a lot of promising things out of them, and I think that they can be a team that maybe goes for that 5th to 6th spot, maybe potentially. You know?
And potentially more. I think the upside is there. I think much like a couple of other rosters this year.
Yeah, they had to play Sentinels, I mean.
No matter what.
Right? I think Bustio had big moments. Bang continues to develop into this role. We've seen him grow over these last couple of years. Cryo returned to Cryo, the Cryo that
he looked really good today,
to take over. Yeah.
He looked really good today.
His Icebox was spectacular.
Cryo was
I think
insane.
ultimately you dance on a map that's yours, but then you step into the lion's den of Split, and that's a tough ask for really any team.
I mean, dude, if you're any team right now and you're allowing Split to go through, you better be absolutely ready and show us something crazy to pick it against, or to have it go through in the map pool against a team like Sen, because they're just too good at the map. They've played it so many times.
Oh, we got the Zelsis interview. Let's go.
They've gotten countered so many times. They have the counter to the counter to the counter.
Yeah, and then the counter after that.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're just too dialed in and rehearsed on a map like that. Don't let that go through anymore. I mean, I'm begging. I'm begging. I'm begging at this point.
13-6 on Split, a 2-0 series win for Sentinels. We're going to throw it down to
13-6 on Split. Let's go.
Thank you very much, Doug, and congratulations, Zelsis or Bundle, as you recently
Or Bundle.
renamed.
Zelsis Bundle.
Our Masters Madrid champion
Jordan
standing
Bundle.
here after a 2-0 victory over 100 Thieves. There's no question, being a champion is amazing, but that definitely means you immediately have a target your back and the world of expectations of everyone just immediately expecting you to win every single game after that. So
Something's cutting into
how
their
good
mic.
does it feel to kick off stage 1 with a win like this, 2-0?
I mean, it feels good, but we don't really care what everyone else thinks. We only care what we think. And I mean, we had a really huge team meeting after Madrid about like just staying composed, not getting complacent, not getting like an ego, and just like working hard because that's how we got there.
Love to hear that.
Obviously, this is like a first time for a lot of us being at the top. So, I mean, there's a saying like it's easier to get to the top than it is to stay there. So I hope we can stay there. But yeah, it's nice to get a win, but we're just treating it like every other match.
Indeed. Earlier when we spoke to Coach Kaplan, he said the same thing, that this is the first time he's been in this position.
Hell
and it's
yeah,
great to hear
brother.
that you had a team meeting about it. Personally, for yourself as a player who's also going through this, having reached the top and now having a very different challenge and trying to maintain that, how has that been for you with this new difficulty you're facing?
I mean, I expected to like kind of be a little butthead more after the win, but I mean, I'm kind of not. Like, I don't really feel
Oh my
a difference.
God.
I just want to play. I just want to compete and play. And
Sentinels tweeted, all good, 100 Thieves, 2025 is your year.
like, obviously, like this is like what it's about, right? Like the fans, the competing, everything, and also selling the Sentinels bundle. That is the main thing.
I was wondering when you were going to work that in.
Yeah, I was gonna work that in.
Of course, you
But,
got to work
yeah.
that in.
Amazing. And obviously we still have so many more games to look forward to from Sentinels, but also seeing as how you just took down 100 Thieves 2-0, I know Icebox was the one that got a little bit difficult, especially towards the end, but did pull out the win. How does 100 Thieves this time around feel facing them, especially seeing Cryo pop off the way that he did?
I mean, obviously our last series against them was a lot closer. It was 2-1. But then this series being 2-0, I mean, but you could tell they put in a lot of work. They put in a lot of time. I think first match for us was like a lot of jitters. I think we were, I mean, first match back, getting back. Obviously, John is jet lagged and like we weren't practicing with him. So we were kind of just adjusting. But shout out 100 Thieves, like this. Like you could tell they put in a lot of work, like just playing against them. So I'm glad like we got the early win, and like it kind of sucks. We're always playing each other our first match, so maybe Riot can change that for us and them. But yeah.
True.
We'll see, but for now, congratulations again, Zealous, as always. And for now, we are going to head to the desk with Golden Boy for the post-show breakdown.
Bundle.
Thank you so much, Smix and Bundle. Very great to hear from Bundle.
Hey, we got
But I'm joined
tens.
now
Let's
by a
go.
person who has an actual name, Tens. Wait, well, not that necessarily.
Is that his actual name?
Anyway, I'm a grown man, calls himself Golden Boy, so I guess I just got to deal with this. In any case, so guys, Tens, congratulations, man, on a big win. I know that Zelsa said coming into this, you guys just looking at it as every other win.
Yeah, first
It has to feel
game,
good to be able to pick
gotta
up
get
this
that.
win here today, opening matchup against 100 Thieves.
Get comfortable.
Certainly, we're just making sure that we're not complacent from the Madrid win. So we went into the matches just trying to give our best efforts. Obviously, practice wasn't optimal since John QT was kind of stuck in Morocco for a little bit, but luckily he was able to arrive just in time for the match.
Thank
Overall,
God,
I think
because he popped
obviously
off.
Not playing to our usual self, but I still think we're a really strong team.
Yeah, and you're one of the few players who's been there before, won a trophy, then kind of gone back with the hard task of having to stay on top. It didn't work out for that Sentinels then, but I want to ask, what did you learn from the previous edition of the roster, from being on top to then falling down and having to do it all over again? And maybe have you given any of that advice to your teammates now that you have a trophy and you're coming back into that same situation?
Yeah, I think overall it's mainly you have to stay up to date with the meta. You have to make sure you adapt. I think that's one thing that we didn't do previously on Sentinels before, and we kind of fell behind because of that. So I think adapting, making sure we're up to date, and obviously not getting complacent, like making sure we're grinding the same amount that we did before the event even, and just keeping up the hard work.
So does it feel like you guys are being successful at not being complacent and all that right now?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I want to ask about you specifically, how, like, I think in the offseason there was a lot of criticism levied your way. I want to know exactly what you feel like you've been working on the most and how that improvement path is right now in terms of your form. Because right now I think a lot of people are returning back to 10's GOAT status sort of thing. I want to see it from your perspective.
I think the play that I'm trying to bring a lot more now, or part of me that I was trying to focus on a lot more
Team play.
coming up to this season, was my supportive play style.
Exactly.
And, I do think it's very important to be able to support your teams for success. And I've always like kept it in my mind that good players play well themselves, but great players will always make people around them play well too.
Yeah, no, I mean,
What a boss. Couldn't have said it better.
Yeah, actually quite a deep answer.
I think it's just the way he's talking right now. That made it seem deep, you know?
We'll go ahead and hopefully get one or two
It's
of
like a
those
very
out there,
awkward
before we close things off for the day. So now,
like situation
you
where it's
guys
just him and 3
having
other
won
casters.
Madrid, you've felt that high, that moment. Is there really I guess a cap? Do you feel like there's even more that this team can accomplish? Because it feels like even when the cards are stacked against you, which has happened a fair amount, you guys still find another gear, another opportunity. It's insane. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, I think definitely what we've shown so far this year is definitely a good stepping stone, but I do think that we can further keep improving, keep developing our map pool. I already think we have some really good and insane maps that we have in our back pocket that we like to rely on a lot. So I think just overall,
That's
like,
crazy.
the more we play, the more we get better, and I'm really excited just to see the future of what this
Are you
team
having
can bring.
fun? Yeah.
I am having fun, yeah. I am.
That's good. That's good.
How does it differ playing in kind of a format like Kickoff, like Madrid? You played 41 out of 45 maps you possibly could, back to back to back, no time to sleep.
Almost double the second most played.
Yeah, in Americas.
That's
how
insane.
does that differ from now, week by week, one match, week off, you play again? How does the preparation, how does the approach of the team change?
Yeah, it's
now
kinda
that you're in,
weird.
honestly, a very different style for this Sentinels.
Yeah, I think the kickoff format was actually pretty good for us because it was the start off of the season, start of a brand new team for us, and just being able to play so many matches made sure that we were able to kind of find a form and continue it onward.
Do you think that your team would have been able to win Masters if you didn't have to play all those games?
It's kind of hard to say. I do think that losing is a very important part of like learning and improving. So I do think that like taking some L's and like being able to be in the lower bracket, playing more matches and experiencing more map losses kind of made us improve more as a team.
Yeah, I wanted to know, because obviously you guys have played the most, just a assessment of how the level was at Madrid without Fnatic, without some of the other top hitters, DRX, those sort of teams. And obviously in the future, we're going to have a lot more teams at these international events. What was the level like? Do you think it was actually at the top of the top? Is it going to have to be a lot better for you guys going into next Masters, Champions, that sort of things, if you can make it there? Or?
Yeah, I definitely think the best teams qualify for the international tournaments, and I do think the path to the Madrid win was not easy for us, playing EMEA number 2, number 1 seed, then having to play Loud again, playing Gen G twice, APAC's number 1 seed, and then playing PaperX, number 2 seed of APAC. So it was definitely not an easy road to
Yeah,
success.
they played it like all the
I
goated
feel that
teams.
because that was a journey that you guys went through. But you got to do something pretty cool today. We got a Twitch chat question from a Kitty Catty Yumi. Sorry if I butchered your name. I apologize profusely. How does it feel to walk on stage with the trophy in hand? That was pretty cool.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's kind of heavy, so...
Okay, so we got
It's
one
kind of
more.
heavy.
Yeah, I think I need to hit the gym or something. Jordan's been telling me something about that, so I think that's what has to happen.
I like that. Okay, hit up the gym with him. I think it'll work out for you guys. Okay, well, folks, we're going to be back here
Grab some
tomorrow with our
5-pound
last
dumbbells
match
and
of
start
week
curling
1,
them.
and it's going to be one whole matchup. That's right, because we're closing things out with Crew taking on Furia. That is going to be our
Crew
last match
versus
of
Furia.
the weekend. Oh, did we not get the graphic out? You hate to see it, kids. Well, it's perfectly fine. In any case, so folks, that's going to do it for us here today. Got the buzzer. That works out perfectly fine. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to Tens. Appreciate you, brother. And congratulations on the win. Looking forward to the rest of the season. We'll, of course, catch you right here tomorrow for one match. Furia Crew. We'll see you then.
Peace.
Really stoked for this game today, Rib, because we have a debut of Icy now.
Well, that was fun. That was
Taking a duelist role. Well, you have some changes from
pretty good Valorant.
We'll see today now if those changes will be the missing pieces.
I feel like what's that guy doing? He's eating like cookie, like a weirdo. I feel like Sentinels versus G2 wouldn't even be close. Like, I don't know. EG like wasn't doing many things wrong. They just weren't winning their fights. felt like their util usage and everything was pretty solid.
Trophy in hand, the Sentinels are looking, I would even say, to maybe intimidate a little bit on the other side of the stage. 100 Thieves, you're coming out there, you holding the trophy, you know, it's kind of like holding it over someone's head.
Just in case 100 Thieves forgot.
Yeah,
the Sentinels won it all.
In case you don't know.
The counterpunch comes through at just the right moment. Austin now not able to get it to half. He's left alone. A 1v3 will not convert. Sentinels tie us at 10. So much about the prowess that is the Sentinels. Retake! But Cryo with 4.
Cryo's getting signed by somebody, dude. Who though?
Can Bang do it on his own? A 1v2? No! Saucy with 4 and Sentinels secure Icebox.
Do I need some Sentinels merch?
You gotta give him the turtle. There you go. How much more can they do as Bang opens up the site, but Celsius is there.
Celsius 3K.
Celsius with 3, Sentinels with 11. A complete dismantling in the second half. Thieves won 1 round. Absolute cinema. Sentinels destroy 100 Thieves.
Wow. Well, it looked a little shaky at the start, but they pulled it out.
So happy, just play like heavy numbers retakes, you know? Like back in, what are you talking about? Did you watch the games? Person that's pressing the thing? If you've been pressing a thing?
I love it.
Yo, what the fuck? Alright. Well, that's it for for Valorant VCT Americas for the day. We got this game tomorrow. Crew versus Furia. Honestly, I have no clue who's gonna win this. I feel like Furia is better, but I could be mistaken. I believe they're both South American teams. Let's check it out. Crew. Valorant. Yeah, positive Crew is Argentina. They got Klaus, Melser, Kesnet, Shy, and Heat.
It's over! Sense City!
Recent matches.
Here to stay! And history has been made!
Coming back from the
VCT America's kickoff.
Super strong. I'm sure they're very confident going against us. I think the biggest
Wait,
threat
they
is
played
definitely
G2
just
twice?
Zakin. The kid is incredible. He's just dropping unreal numbers every match.
They lost to G2 twice.
That one though, 80th second! That's 8 seconds left!
They have a lot of individual talent that can really pop off in moments that matter.
Here's the footsteps, doesn't know where they are exactly, but strike.
Alright, and then Furia. Furia. Khalil Muzera. Havoc. Conan, maybe? Nauser. Recent matches. They lost to MIBR and they lost to NRG. So yeah, that's kind of why I'm like, I don't know who's taking this one. They both bombed out of VCT Americas. So it looks like they beat Crew. the Superdome 2023. Okay, so they won the last matchup. And then we got Crew versus Furia. That's it. Yeah, Superdome. Okay, so Crew hasn't won anything. They lost their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, matches. Only taking one round. Furia lost their last 5, taking one round against GE. They beat C9, which I don't know who was on the team. Maybe Curry was still on the team at that point. And then they beat Crew, of course, and they lost to C9 as well. '21, '22, '23, '23, '24. So Heat's the newest player on the team. Yeah, it's probably gonna have low ratings. I don't think many people are gonna tune up for this game, but possibly watch it. I'm planning on playing tomorrow. Yesterday I took an off day. And the day before that I was editing a lot, and editing the day before that and the day before that. And been doing a lot of editing. So trying to figure out a schedule if I do if I play first and then I edit after. Could be ideal. But I think I'm gonna call it there. I mean, it's 8:17, so I'll I don't know. I think I need to do some editing tonight, and then tomorrow I'll be on, get some games in. Cause it would take me like 30, 40 minutes warm up, and I've already been editing all day and then streaming. So yeah, I'm out of here. Peace. Thanks for watching. Anybody who tuned in, I think I got like 1 or 2 subs during this. And join my Discord. I post whenever I go live. Follow me on YouTube and Twitch. I'm probably going to do more streaming on YouTube for a little bit, see how it goes, because all my content is on YouTube. And then this will basically create like videos. So if anybody want to watch like my full gameplay, it'll just be there, which is very nice. So yeah. Peace.